WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
Got the number one pick in the NHL draft, but the men that can't seem to stump. Do something dumb, that's an observation. CLT make them need to run.
That's Lawrence Taylor!
Call them every trash, CMT for short. Wonder if we best once you peep the score. Up at the crack of dawn, top stories of the morning. While you're yawning, grab your coffee, rise and shine with 8:80 a.m. This is Drop Time. We provide highlights from your favorite teams. Got Dave and Rick making plenty of picks. It's Rule 76.
All right, here we are. It's still a football Friday, but it's not the normal football Friday. We're down to the postseason football Friday. We say good morning to Rick after a great college football game last night. How are you?
You can call today what today is. This is a John Harbaugh Friday. And it'll be a John Harbaugh Monday and a John Harbaugh Tuesday. That's what this is for you.
Not just me. That's a big topic that we're going to get into, of course.
Oh, yeah. And John yesterday, by the way, just text message. Like, okay, we get it. Like, there's a chance that the Dolphins also have interest in John Harbaugh. Relax.
Yes. Although it sounds like, from what I'm gathering, that's not that they're not interested, because I think they probably are, but this connect the dots, this is done, it's going to happen. It sounds like it's a little premature.
Premature, yeah. But what I thought was interesting, now this was, I guess, directly out of this person's mouth, if you can read lips, was when Jackson Dart was asked on the sideline.
Right.
He said, Stefan Harbaugh. So, hey, that's a positive. As you sit here and wait for a decision on what happens?
Sure. I told you yesterday, if it's McCarthy, if it's Stefanski, if it's Harbaugh, I think those are all good, solid selections. But of the three, there's one that I want more, and that's John Harbaugh. And it's quite frankly, it's not even all that close. And I think what's happened now is the Giants fan, tell me if you disagree, has gotten so excited that if you wind up with anybody but John Harbaugh, there's going to be some disappointment.
Right, we just had Christmas, and there have been times, like I've done it myself. I see my kids, my kids will sometimes do it, where they get themselves so worked up about something that they think they're going to get, and then when they don't get it,
right,
they still something great, right, but then they're disappointed because they had their hopes up that this was what I was going to get.
Right,
so.
Right. Like if I would have told you 5 days ago you're going to get, tickets to this, you'd be thrilled. But then if you think that you're going to end up with something that you thought is better, think is better, and then you get tickets to what you wanted 5 days ago, you're disappointed, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yep.
And listen, and the reality is, as much as you'd like Kevin Stefanski and Stefanski or Mike McCarthy could be really, really good, they don't feel like the slam dunk can't miss that John Harbaugh feels like.
I would agree with that. Well, I mean, the weird thing, though, is that McCarthy has had almost nearly the same success as Harbaugh.
Right, but I think it's the success and the idea that he's just now getting to his second job. Right, because you have the success, plus you have
stability for so long.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, Ray will tell you when Ray had him. So, like, I mean, I think it's the perfect question, and the perfect person to answer the question is, like, the things that you'll point to with Mike McCarthy are, hey, it's not easy to win in Dallas. It's a circus in Dallas. Guy, 3 straight years of 12 wins. Sign me up for that. And Ray would tell you, yeah, Mike McCarthy gets lazy. Right? Like, there's a reason why Mike McCarthy, after having that kind of success, is not the coach in Dallas anymore. Like, so there are things, you know what I mean? Like, there are things about Mike McCarthy that got him fired in Green Bay, and there are reasons why he was fired in Dallas, right? Stefanski, maybe the same thing. Now it's Cleveland, also not a great situation. I don't know how much say he had in Deshaun Watson or all the different things, but I mean, he's an offensive guy that won 11 games twice in Cleveland in a playoff game. That's pretty damn good. But he also got fired. And then there's John Harbaugh, who, again, you mentioned
also got fired.
But after 18 seasons, though.
Right, yeah. He had a long run.
That's unheard of, especially nowadays.
Yeah. I mean, there's another guy in his division that has that right now, but yes, it's pretty much unheard of. And again, we sit here, we talk all the time about, oh, my God, Mike Tomlin, no losing seasons, unbelievable. Harbaugh has 3, and 2 of them are 8-9.
Right.
And one of them would be 9-8 in a playoff berth if the ball was kicked properly by a kicker that hadn't missed that kick all year long.
Yeah, so, like, I mean, we talk about this with quarterbacks, right? I mean, when you're talking about who you're going to draft, It's hey, this guy's got Anthony Richardson's got this tremendous ceiling. Well, what's his floor? Like if this doesn't go well, what could it be? And when you mentioned Harbaugh's three seasons that weren't winning seasons, well, what was it? What's the floor? It was 8-9. Okay. I just won 4 games. I had 2 wins up to week 17.
I haven't won 8 games in 2 years.
Yes.
8-9 cents. I tell you right now, John Harbaugh comes and goes 8-9 next year. You'd be like, all right, here we go.
He'd be celebrating. You double your win total.
Right. Even more so. And if some of those wins were before you got to the meaningless week 17 and 18 too.
Right. I mean, yeah. Let's call it what it is. You won 2 games last season.
And listen, you don't have to convince me. I get it.
I mean, you won 2 games you didn't want to win.
I get
Can't
it.
give you credit for those.
You don't deserve credit for those. First of all, you beat the Raiders. It's barely even an NFL team. Second of all, you beat the Raiders when they were trying to lose.
Right.
You're our best player on defense. You don't play. Right?
Yeah,
I mean, Geno Smith was like he was a silent assassin for the other team. Like, hey, we'll get close, and then hey, Bobby, throw it to you. You go the other way. Like it was brutal.
Yeah,
Absolutely
you trying to win
brutal.
games. You trying to win games that the other teams aren't trying to win doesn't count.
You don't have to convince me. I agree with you.
Right, but I mean, yeah, it's. I was driving around yesterday. I had a bunch of things to do, and just hearing the different tone when all of a sudden Mike McDaniel was fired, and then it was right to, and they'll have a new GM by tomorrow, and one of the names just so happens to be someone that John Harbaugh has worked with.
Right.
So then it was the connect the dots game.
Right. Well, that's what Winthrop was doing to me. John, he was crushing me yesterday.
Yeah.
By the way, he made an appearance in the other building yesterday.
Of course he did. And I can't believe that he had the gall to go over to the building, knowing you got spies.
Yeah.
On top of the fact that he was the outfit that he chose to wear yesterday.
He loved those boots.
His wife loves the boots, which I still don't understand. But that was a tough one. It's like it's cold out.
But now he's trying to figure out who my sources are. He's like, I know it's that shady-looking security guard in the front. I'm like, listen, it doesn't matter who it is.
No.
I got people over there, and when you arrive, they're going to let me know.
Keep them guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not just one mole. Like Dave's got people scattered throughout the building.
That's right. RJ, when that happened yesterday, we were like, how does he do this? How does he have people that are just always watching?
Well, it's become clear that so I think you jumped the gun a little bit, though. You tipped your hand for the first time because John revealed, I've wondered that for a long time. I've told you, I'll be sitting there eating my grilled chicken panini, looking around to see who's making eye contact. There was a moment.
But my people are so good, they don't make eye contact. They're trained not to make eye contact.
There was a moment where there was a gentleman walking by, and I said, that must be him. And then a woman walked by and said, no, that's her.
So you don't know.
I don't know, but
you have no idea.
John said as soon as he walked in the building, you had made contact. He'd only been seen by a handful of people. So now he's just walking out of the building, talking to random people, thinking that's the spy. You're clearly in everyone's head.
Yeah, but he doesn't know because there's not a more crowded building in New York City. There are thousands of people that go in and out of that building every day. Well, could it be a security guard? It could. Could it be someone that happens to be walking in the same time as him? It could. He doesn't know. Could it be more than one? Oh, it sure could.
Could Dave be plugged into the cameras in the building?
That's right. Could be like a Homeland situation. Yeah. I'm watching you walk around that building
that's
on my own HD TV at home.
That one I would rule out.
That would be awesome. So?
Do you know how good I can be with the computer? I could press a few.
Oh, you're trying to watch
keystrokes, and now I'm in.
Yeah, you definitely strokes. Yeah, definitely those.
I have an idea of how adequate or not you are, and I'd probably side with the latter. No offense, but for whatever reason, you have this connection, you have this power over us.
Plot twist: he's got all of those people that you assume. Every single one of them's a spy. All of them. They report directly back to Rothenberg.
But this is why John's doing what he's doing to you, though. Mm-hmm. This is his way of getting back.
Were you there when he was doing this yesterday?
Yeah.
We had this meeting, and I thought it went well. I thought everyone was good in the meeting. I even thought John was good in the meeting. John asked some good, pointed questions. And then we come out, and then it's like, okay, the Harbaugh conversation is now on. So McDaniel, in the meeting, we're in the middle of the meeting, and Raymond's like, McDaniel's out. He's out.
He's out.
He's out. He lets everybody know that.
I think that was midpoint, though. Like I think the person that was running the meeting was like in the middle of a point.
He was like, so listen, if we can hit the $2.5 million mark, then we'll be. And Raymond's like, McDaniel's out.
that's not how it went down at all. The guy
That's
was
how I
midpoint.
remember it.
I got the notification. I looked down at my watch, and I must have made a face because one of you looked at me funny, and that's when I said McDaniel's out.
Yeah, but then like the show took over. Then we did 3 minutes on McDaniel and Harbaugh.
He got what he wanted. The show was there. Boom.
That's right. It's like a traveling circus. It's like, all right, well, this is what you get. So McDaniel out, and then we leave the meeting about 10 minutes after that, and John's like, okay, Alexander, he's got an interview. He loves Miami. There's a Michigan connection. His brother almost took the job years ago. That's it. He's going there. He's going there. And he got me very upset. By the time I actually said, I was like, I got to go. I need to leave here. I can't continue this. By the time I put my head on the pillow last night and woke up this morning, I feel much calmer and much better.
Yeah, but you don't feel any. So you talk to somebody. Is
Two
that
people,
what I'm?
two sources.
All right. So, but I don't know who your sources are. I don't think anyone is. I feel like I'm in the middle of the show I'm watching, the Copenhagen test, where the ladies behind the bar looking at everyone's faces to see if they're working for the other side, if they're spying on it right now. But I mean, didn't Raanan have the? Wasn't it Raanan that was reporting that, hey, just so Giants fans know, if Tampa or Miami opens up,
Yeah.
watch out?
Well, I think there's more reason to be aware, even concerned today than there was yesterday morning. Yes, I agree with that.
But what makes you feel like what makes you feel?
Well, I mean, I'm
better?
not going to tell you who, but I texted with someone who's really great knowledge of the whole situation last night. Here, I'll even read exactly what I wrote too. I said,
Is there someone that you
someone that you have high respect for that's a really good, solid football mind,
okay?
And tapped in. I said, should I be discouraged? I really believe the Giants setup is far more attractive than Miami. Thanks for any info you can share. And his response that I received when I woke up this morning, you're in really good shape. Harbaugh really likes the Giants. So I felt great about that. And I have another one. I have to find it. Somebody else that said, Dolphins are such a mess. They have no quarterback. They have massive cap problems. The only advantage they have over the Giants, which is an advantage, is no state income tax. But again, he really likes the Giants. And if you were connecting the dots, you're like, Alexander, that's his guy. He's going to get the GM. This person told me they don't think he's going to be the GM. And apparently that's going to come out today. So if it is Alexander, then my level of concern and fear would ratchet back up. But if it's not, I think at least that connect the dots avenue kind of goes out the window, right?
Right, but why all of a sudden I think that for me it was, that was part of it, but also like the sense of urgency now. And I know that Chris Greer has been, he was the one that was fired during the season, and it wasn't Mike McDaniel. But then it turned into like, as far as Mike McDaniel knew, he was going to be the coach. He was going to be involved in the GM search. And now Harbaugh gets fired, and it's, McDaniel gone, and we'll have a GM in 24 hours. And one of those names on the list is someone that's worked with John Harbaugh.
Yeah, listen, I understand why that would be a concern. I mean, but we'll find out. I will tell you this.
Here's the thing. Forget the state income tax thing, right? Forget that part of it. I don't think that John Harbaugh is focused on who has state income tax and who doesn't. Like, hey, we don't have a quarterback. We're in a cap spot, but I don't pay state income tax, so I'm not going to take the better job with the quarterback and the 5th overall pick and all these different things that the Giants have. Are the Giants willing to do what I believe Stephen Ross is probably willing to do to get John Harbaugh?
Which is give him total control?
Which is give over the franchise to him.
Yeah, that I don't know. That I
because that would be
know.
the reason why I went to Miami, not because state tax nice, weather nice, but the state income tax wouldn't outweigh if I like Jackson Dart better or if I liked the cap situation better in New York.
But here's the thing. Well, first of all, you know that the Giants, and I know that the fan base hates them now, but the Giants management, like ownership, is considered very good and hands off-ish as far as like you do your thing. We're not gonna hamper you consistently, right?
But they have the GM.
Right. Well, therein lies the problem. Yes, I think that's
not
reason
to mention
be concerned.
Not to mention the fact I'm now jumping into a division that has Drake May, Josh Allen. I don't know. I don't care what you think. He's had success. McDermott and Vrabel. Right. I mean that's.
So if just for you separately, like you can't possibly want John Harbaugh to go to Miami, right?
No, I will pick him up with you and drive him to your building. I don't want him in Miami.
Could any team in sports history be in worse shape than if it's Drake May going into year 3, Josh Allen, and now they start to revamp that roster and whoever their coach is going to be, new stadium, the whole thing, and then John Harbaugh, and then the Jets?
Not to mention the fact that one of John's little fun messages was they're going to trade for Lamar. He's got no guaranteed money.
Oh, come on, man.
Harbaugh and Lamar, like it's straight out of.
But you've also heard rumblings that they don't get along great.
Well, it was more like he doesn't get along with Monken, but still, I mean that's Pacino on any given Sunday.
Yeah, but he's you know what, he took a little snowball and he's turned this thing into a massive avalanche is what he was doing yesterday.
Of course, because he's got his Timbs on, because he was rocking his Timbs and he felt good about it.
You know what? Because he could afford to walk through the snow. That's why. If anyone was equipped for the snow yesterday, it was John.
Yeah, nothing says let's wear Timbs like skinny jeans. I'm a 40-year-old man. Let's rock skinny jeans, a Disney quarter zip, and some Timbs.
I think he was hurt by you, though.
I said with all due respect, and I said, I care.
You can't do that.
I care about him.
RJ, can you do that? Can you say the phrase with all due respect and then go on to just obliterate someone?
I think
we've established this.
Yeah, I think that's mostly how it works. Like exclusively.
It's in the Geneva Convention.
When did someone ever say with all due respect and then you say something nice?
No, but you can't destroy him.
I didn't destroy
him, and you're still destroying him, and now you're destroying him on air.
With all due respect, that doesn't mean you get to say whatever you want to say to me. Sure as heck does. No, it doesn't mean that. It's in the Geneva Convention. Look it up.
You look it up. I said to him, John, I appreciate your fashion choices, but if I had to give you any fashion advice at all, would be go into your closet and throw away all your shoes.
So you know what that led to after you left?
What?
You had said that. He goes, with this big construction project I'm doing, you know what that would mean? You know how many spaces for shoes I have in my gigantic walk-in closet? He's like, I have 40 sections carved, or 40 compartments just for shoes.
40 shoe compartments?
Yeah. He's like, that's foolish, what Rick said.
No, I'm giving him an opportunity to start fresh. Like,
why don't you surreptitiously find out his shoe size and then start his new collection?
I will do that. That's actually a terrific idea. I will start his new shoe journey.
Right. Start it so that John has beautiful shoes to wear. And now if he doesn't, like if you know that in his arsenal he has gorgeous shoes to wear and he's wearing stuff that you look at, you're like, oh, God, then I think you're well within your right. Maybe he just doesn't know.
But that's what I'm trying to do, though, as I notice.
Yeah, but you could quietly call him over and be like, John, man, listen, those boots are not.
No, because he did not heed my advice.
With all due respect, John, you look like you've never put on shoes properly before.
No, he was militant about it. Well, he refused to accept the constructive criticism.
I was telling him I don't think there's anything wrong with the Timbs. Timbs are very New York, but if you're gonna rock them, you got to change kind of what you're about. Like you got to hop into like an F-250 and be hauling shingles or something. Like that's the look you're going for now. That's the guy you are.
And he's like radio station management. It doesn't add up, right?
Listen, John walks through the doors and starts calling them butters. What do you say then?
You got to dress for the job the job that you have, the job that you want.
Maybe he wants to be a foreman.
You think he's running
a hard hat?
He's speechless.
You think he's running the construction up on the floor above us? It feels like they're going to come through the ceiling.
He's diabolical.
I didn't think about that.
Does that explain the smell?
I'm not doing it again.
Yeah,
did
don't.
You see
please
someone
don't.
tweet us the transcript of the show yesterday?
I did not.
I saw that.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It reads like a porn, Raymond.
I don't care how it reads.
That's exactly how it reads.
I can read however you want it to read. All I'm saying is that you know what I said and you know what I meant.
No, because it went from what you said originally, and then it became fresh. Then all of a sudden there was a new scent.
I said caulk.
Yeah, fresh.
If you hear what you hear, that's up to you.
Hey, listen, if you smell what you smell, that's up to you. Okay? I try to run a nice clean show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for everybody.
Please. You're like a combination between Bob Guccione and Benny Hill I do the show with. I'm shocked that OnlyFans is not a massive sponsor of the show.
I see the transcript now. My goodness.
Hey, you see the transcript?
It's terrible.
Right. It's unbelievable, this guy.
Oh, no.
Ray, if you were to call me out with that, I think that's well within reason. RJ, I think that's fair. If John called me aside and said, hey, listen, Look at what the transcript said. Maybe clean it up. I'm not taking what Rick says with any grain of salt. I mean, Rick, how could I look at him and be like, oh, you know what? I probably shouldn't have said that.
When you're being told not to cross the line by the habitual line stepper,
Right.
That's an issue.
Hey, don't cross the line, because if you cross the line, you'll be here with me.
Yeah. What is this
I
line
can't
you
take
guys?
that seriously.
What is this line you men speak of?
Yeah. You'll do anything.
I don't know of a line.
And by the way, Raymond, did you notice yesterday? We'll break in a second, get back to your calls on Harbaugh, 800-919-3776. And what was a great college football
I
game
hate when
last
you
night.
do this. I hate when you do this.
What?
When you start a sentence the way you just started a sentence,
Trouble's brewing.
yes, always, every time.
So we're in this meeting. I was thinking, what can we do? Right? I think maybe it was RJ. It's a great question. Hey, not what can you do for us? What can we do? Guys, I think you're doing everything. The other thing is, like, try to really drum up that relationship between you, your show, and everyone else in the office, right? Like, have conversation with them and be open to them. Did you notice when we left the meeting, he walked by like he was running for mayor? Hey, Jordan. Hey, how you doing? Gabby, listen.
Okay,
hey, how are you?
Do you know how offensive that statement was, though?
That was the most predictable thing that could have happened. You could have told me what will happen right after this meeting. Rick will go and say hello to everybody and shake hands and kiss babies and do that entire spiel
He
that
introduced
he
himself
does.
like he was running a daycare
Which,
center.
by the way, he does
Hey, there's
literally.
good money in that. Hey, there's good money in the daycare.
There's a lot of money.
Apparently
in
a
it.
lot of money in the
Lot
daycare.
of-
Apparently
they're
so.
getting a
And
lot
you
of
don't even
my
have to
money.
watch kids.
They're getting a lot of my money right now.
But I mean, Rick does that to begin with. So he went and did it an extra time. But the
You know
most
what? It's
predictable
almost
thing that
as if-
could have happened was him doing that after
Almost
the
as
meeting.
if Sam said, hey, how can I really have fun and be a puppet master of this meeting? Challenge Rick. You know what? Be more social.
I don't think that's what
Be
that.
more
I
friendly
don't
around the office.
I don't think that's the plan, though.
And then, hey, Steve, looking good there, buddy. Keep it up. Randy, love that outfit. See you tomorrow. Like everyone. It was unbelievable. RJ, you noticed when he was doing that, right?
Maybe it was done on purpose. Maybe he saved it right for the end.
You know that was. I told the guys this afterwards. You know what that was like, though. That was like that. It brought me back to being 18 years old in my living room with the coach from Harvard sitting in my living room, and my dad asked him, which is why I didn't go to Harvard, which is where I thought I was going to go, was my dream my entire life was to go to Harvard and play hockey. What should Rick do? Like, how would you improve Rick's game? We don't think he handles the puck enough. That's what that was like. I missed time from the show for creating relationships.
Yeah, but
That's true.
Sam had told us that he thought this was his biggest content week ever as management.
That's
Right.
true.
You're
right.
That leads me to believe, because I bumped into him 2 days ago also. He was pretty up on what was going on. I want to believe that was a little planted seed.
Wow.
I think he's in on what we're doing here.
He's diabolical then.
Yeah.
He's a genius.
Good
I
for
can
him.
tell.
Good for him.
Yeah, he's a puppet master.
Well played.
Yep. Bravo.
You're not going to see him walking around the office in Tim's. I can guarantee that.
So you think he, like, the pecking order at the office, Sam, way higher than John.
Yeah. I mean, come on.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's do this. Let's break. The game from last night, we'll get to it. Great football game. And, of course, the Harbaugh situation. I don't feel badly at all. Sounds like a week from now, we'll probably have our answer. It's DNR with you on a busy Friday. And also, by the way, a lot of games to get into for this weekend, right here on ESPN New York.
Hi, I'm John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates, the injury firm. You know what's interesting about the words personal injury? The first word is person. And at D'Agostino & Associates, that word means everything. That's because I handpick every person in our firm, from the pleasant professional person who answers your call to the experienced person litigating your case in court. Because every person in my firm is an extension of me, and the only way to exceed our clients' expectations is to deliver the highest level of personal service every single time. And that starts with hiring the right people. You see, we know that every client is a person too. Someone going through the toughest time in their lives and deserves to be more than just a file number. At D'Agostino & Associates, we put the person back in personal injury. So call 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222 and ask for me, John D'Agostino, and let's talk about your case. person to person. D'Agostino, law, bite back.
The wild card round is here, and FanDuel is turning on playoff mode. All customers get a profit boost pack every NFL playoff game day. Each game day during the wild card round, you'll find a pack loaded with multiple profit boosts waiting for you in the app. I am loving what I've seen from the Bears late in the season. I'm kind of feeling them. Take your shot on an upset, though, if that's for you, or build a parlay that fits the moment. Then apply your profit boost and go after even bigger payouts while the playoffs get rolling. So visit FanDuel, an official sports book partner of the NFL, and grab your profit boost pack every NFL playoff game day. 21 and over and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issued is not withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com for help with a gambling problem. Call 877-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS.
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Progressive knows there's so many great things about being a sports fan. Like scoring the company box seats. How great is that? Trick plays that actually work. Prevent defense when your team is winning by a lot. And even more preventative prevent defense as they're hanging on by a thread. And of course, saving money when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive. That's pretty great. Just like trick plays that actually work.
Yeah, but how often does that happen?
Complaining about sports. Not so great. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
All right, DNR with you. Still a football Friday. Have some good games this weekend. Real good games. Great game tonight, by the way. I'm highly excited for this Indiana-Oregon game tonight.
I'm just excited that you have a game that is a semifinal game on Thursday, and you got another semifinal game on Friday.
Yep.
Like big, important, meaningful games, storylines all over the place, right? I mean, I got Miami and what Miami used to be. You got Michael Irvin on the sideline. You got the whole Ole Miss story going on. Trinidad Chambliss, I mean, the way he's played during this run, his story. I mean, this kicker from Ole Miss.
Oh, he's good.
Who's, 58, no problem. I mean, he ends up missing one last night, but still, he's been great. And then tonight, you got the potential first overall pick and second overall pick.
Yeah.
And what does that mean? Is that Dante Moore one? Does he come out? This whole thing is just...
There's a lot of storylines tonight. You know what's great is everyone has interest tonight. Either you're a big college football fan, it's great. Maybe you're a Big Ten guy, well, there's your interest, right? I mean, you got
here's the other thing, too.
Two Big Ten teams going at it tonight.
Right, but here's the other thing, too, is for the longest time, right, it's been SEC. Cam Newton will sit on First Take and just talk to you. It's different. The SEC is just different.
Yeah, but that was ridiculous. I wouldn't even watch it. Indiana.
Well, no, but that's not what I mean, though. But it's just been it's been
the
college
SEC.
football.
There's a power shift going on right now. Yes.
Right now, Ole Miss out. You got the Big Ten and the amount of money that they're spending. Right now, college football, man, it is a wild place to be in right now.
It's I don't know that it's good wild, but it certainly is wild.
I don't know if it's. I would probably lean towards it's not good.
Mm-hmm.
And then you look at I think the average age of the Indiana football team is like 23 years old. Like in what college sports used to be. It's like, let's recruit the best high school players. Now it's...
Not anymore.
No, now it's like, I mean, you got to spend, like for college hockey now too, like with the whole, you can play juniors and then come to college. It's like you got the amount of years you got to put in before you actually get to college now.
Hey, here's a good little nugget for you.
I like nuggets.
So Kurt Signetti, before Indiana, he was at James Madison, right?
Yep.
So you think, boy, yeah, you know what? They've done a good job. Their football team, without Signetti, they're in the college football playoff. You have any idea who the head coach of Vanderbilt is right now? His name is Mark Byington.
Okay.
They're undefeated. Vanderbilt is one of the best teams in college basketball. Their head coach, Mark Byington, where was he prior?
James Madison.
James Madison.
Yeah.
It's a breeding ground for success right now.
Right. Those guys clearly know how to get into a program and use that portal the right way.
Yeah, obviously they do. But, I mean, listen, tonight's game has some. It's like a movie. It's like it's got something for kids, for adults. It's something for everyone. That's what tonight's game, the storylines. If you're not even a college fan, like I don't really love college football. Okay, you don't love college football. You love the NFL. You're going to want to watch Mendoza. You're going to watch Dante Moore. You're going to want to see what those guys are all about. I don't care about that. I'm solely a Jets fan. Well, you know what? There's your entree into it. I'm solely a Raiders fan. There's your entree into it. I don't care about the NFL. I only really like the college game. Great college football game. Tonight has something for everyone.
Right, which is, I mean, exactly what any sport wants. It's why you have all the behind-the-scenes stuff now. Right? I mean, it's to try to get the fan that's kind of on the periphery, that's trying to make the decision on whether or not they're interested in it. Right? I'm not a college football fan. I'm not an Indiana fan. I'm not an Oregon fan. But, hey, there's like some of the stuff that you mentioned. So I'll tune into it.
Yep. There's something for everyone tonight.
Yep.
There's something
I can't wait for tonight. And plus, it's Friday.
Right. And then you get, and you know what I like too? You don't have the full day tomorrow. At least you get the first half of the day to yourself. Where, hey, you want to go out for brunch, you want to go to a movie, you want to do, practice, whatever with the kids. Great, you can do that. Everyone has that opportunity. And then 4:30, now you're dialing in. Now you're settling in.
Well, now you don't feel guilty, right? I mean, you could have a 7 a.m. puck drop. That could happen also.
Is that what you have tomorrow?
Yeah, 7 a.m. puck drop.
So what does that mean? Waking? I'm telling you right now,
5.
I'm gonna be at 7 a.m. If I'm awake, something has gone terribly wrong.
Right. Which is, I mean, you're well within your right. You should sleep till 11 if you want. I mean, wake up, go to the bathroom, right back in bed. If I was, you know what I would do for you?
What would you do?
This is how much I love you. If me and you were together.
Right? Like dating? Like a couple?
Yeah. No, I think we'd be more than dating. I think we'd be...
So if we were together?
I don't think there's any chance once we start dating that you let me out without putting a ring on it.
Well, you think I would wrap you up?
Right up.
I think you'd wrap me up when you see what I do around the house.
You don't do anything around the house, though.
That's not true.
But what do you mean? You don't even... You barely use the microwave.
Yesterday.
You did what?
I can't. I have a sixth sense. I think the garbage might be nearing fullness. Let me get that baby right out. Recycling, garbage day.
Okay, but I'm cooking. I'm balancing the checkbook.
Well, I mean, but you're not the only one who's a catch. I also add a high level of comedy and levity around the house.
Right, but I'm not saying I say no. I mean, you get down on one knee, I'm saying yes.
I mean, you'd be lucky to have me.
I would be lucky, but I'm getting the extra money from the Islanders. That's enticing.
True. You know what?
Right?
That's true.
You're not letting me leave.
Maybe I'm not.
And I'm sitting here trying to tell you, I wake up. I make sure I don't wake you up. I go downstairs, start making some of your favorites.
Oh, really?
Breakfast right in bed for you. How about that?
That's nice.
Beautiful peeled hard-boiled
Would you bring it
eggs.
on a tray?
Yes, of course. Treat you right.
I do like that. That is nice. Well, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
For that hypothetical breakfast in bed. sounds terrific.
Doesn't that sound nice?
It really does. Speaking of all the sport, we have so much sports going on now, and it makes me feel like you should kind of tell us about it.
Right, but I'm not going to tell you about sports. Oh, no. Because I'll tell you what.
What?
I get this question asked to me a lot. Okay? When people ask me where to get great meat, it seems like a fitting question, did you think?
Wait a minute.
You need some great meat?
I was sold a bill of goods that I should. Raymond.
Yeah.
It's a meat read, boys.
Raymond, you didn't tell me it was a read about beautiful meats.
I just told you it was a read.
Ray, you want some of this meat?
That's not fair.
I do have beautiful meat.
That's a drop.
I'm going to tell you all about it. So when people ask me where to get great meat at smart prices, mine's free. I always say Wild Fork Foods. You're talking organic ground beef for $6 a pound. That's it. Chicken breast in bulk, 5-pound bags at about $3 a pound. That's the kind of value you expect from a big buy, but with the way more selection and it's quality. Everything is blast frozen to stay fresh. Shop at one of their 7 stores or order online for same-day delivery. WildForkFoods.com.
That's nice.
Oh, that's meaty.
I love a good piece of meat.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
I'm going back to Luger's this weekend, I think.
Again?
I had no steak sandwich.
So you're going back just to right or wrong?
I'm going to call ahead and say, listen, do we
No,
have
you're
steak
not.
sandwich?
Are you going to really call ahead?
I have to. Why else would I? I'm going because I want one of the steak sandwiches.
So you felt like you got left to the side. You couldn't get your steak sandwich.
This is what I did. I did what you're doing with John Harbaugh right now.
Well, when are you going to go to Luger's?
I don't know. I'm going to try to find some time this week.
Want a meat stick?
Well, no, if you don't go tonight, when are you going to go? Tomorrow night during the football games?
No, not night. I can't get the burger. I'm going to get the burger, and I'm going to have some steak sandwiches.
So you're going to go for lunch tomorrow?
Yeah, to lead me right into the 4:30.
So maybe you finish at the rink in the morning and you call Luger's. You're like, hey, can we have a nice early lunch? Get over there at 11, 12 o'clock?
Oh, he could be there by like 10.
No, but I'm not going to be there at 10. I'm looking like 12:30, 1 o'clock.
That's nice.
Boy,
that's nice.
Whoever makes your hockey schedule, you need a new CBA.
No, this is not. First of all, RJ, this is not him. And secondly, it's not like they make the schedule. They enter a tournament, and the tournament's like, oh, by the way, your game, 6 o'clock in the morning.
No, this is not a tournament, though. This is a scheduled game. It's RJ.
Scheduled
Here's what you'll notice, RJ. Hopefully, once I teach Antonio how to skate and everything else, the younger the kid, the earlier the time slot.
But I mean, it's too early. I mean, why don't we start games at 5 a.m., 4?
That's a great question.
Midnight.
I love it.
No, you don't. You love it.
I think it's a great idea. Start earlier.
Start that early.
Oh, God. So puck drop 7?
Puck drop 7.
Which means you got to be at the rink at?
Well, the rink's not close. It's not a home game. It's not
Is
a
it
home
on
game.
Long Island at least?
No.
So you're getting up like you're getting up for the show, basically.
I am looking at probably an hour and a half drive.
An hour and a half?
Yeah.
You're going to a different state.
Then you got to suit up. He's gonna up at
So what time do you have to be up
4
tomorrow morning?
Probably
4
4:30.
o'clock?
4. Yeah, 4. Yeah, because he's playing goalie too, so I got to get him dressed in goalie equipment.
This is Milo?
No, it's Rocco.
Oh, God. You're driving an hour and a half for Rocco?
What am I supposed to tell him? Hey, sorry, bud. I did it for your brother.
You're not doing anything wrong. It's just cruel.
Yeah,
now, do you bring the whole? There's no way you wake up the whole family.
No. We get Cass. I think Cass is probably going to come, and then we got Doc and Deb here. So
okay, so what we used to do is an hour and a half is a prohibitive drive. We would stay at a hotel right near there. Is that even a consideration?
No, I don't want to stay at a hotel tonight.
Okay.
I prefer my own bed, but still, it's good.
I prefer my own bed too. But if you tell me I have to wake up at 4, I have to wake up at 5:40.
Yeah.
That I prefer that.
That's true. And then plus, I'm going to watch the game tonight, so I'm not going to be asleep till I would say 11, probably 11:30.
And they bamboozled me last night. 7:30 game, 7:30 game. So I'm locked in. 7:30, dialed in. Finish dinner, go to the couch, on the couch, ready to go. Where's kickoff? They haven't taken the field yet.
Oh. You know how this stuff works. You know this by now.
I guess I should. I thought legitimate. Well, NFL games called for 1 o'clock, 1:02, kickoff. NBA games, right? Not too far after, called for 7:30, 7:37, tip off. This called for 7:30, 7:50. Come on.
They want you locked in. They want you ready for all
college games are long enough. It was so bad that Alex said on the final Miami drive, and he's rooting for Mississippi, I just don't want to field goal. Just no.
Because he didn't want to go to overtime.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want to deal with another 15, 20 minutes here.
Oh, Miami. Yeah, when Miami was driving.
On that final Miami drive when they're down 3. And by the way, the announcer's like, do you think they're aggressive and they go for the touchdown? Go. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
I think they'll be aggressive and go for the touchdown. Yeah. I do.
It got dicey at the end, too. You probably, you probably could have called pass interference on that last throw. Because that actually, Chambliss actually made they cornered the end zone. That guy probably could have caught that.
It probably could have. I can't believe they allowed them to get down the field in 2 plays into legitimate, not even Hail Mary range, real play range.
I mean, to the point where Herbstreit's talking about, like, if you throw a quick out, you're looking at, like a 25-yard play or something to get into the end zone.
Yeah. All right, let's break. We'll come back. Callers lining up. Have at it, 800-919-3776. The college games, the college game we saw, the college game we will see, the NFL games for the weekend, and the Giants coaching search. All of it on the table. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Hi, this is John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates, the injury firm. I've talked about how a construction accident took my father's leg. The heavy prosthetic he wore looked nothing like the high-tech limbs we have today. It was crude wood and metal, held together by bolts that dug into his skin and left painful ulcers. But the thing I remember about my dad is how he never complained. He put on his prosthetic leg and he went to work. He coached my baseball teams, danced, sang karaoke, and even loved to travel. He may have limped, but he always held his head up high and he lived with dignity. At D'Agostino & Associates, I spent over 35 years building a law firm that helps accident victims and those in need of their Social Security disability benefits. We fight till our clients get the money and dignity they deserve. So call us today at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. We have offices throughout New York and New Jersey. So don't tell me personal injuries aren't personal. I know what they can cost a family. I've been there, and I'll be there for you. D'Agostino Law. Bite back.
Hey, football fans, picture this. You bet on your favorite player to score the first touchdown in the game, but his teammate scores instead. If this happens, BetMGM wants to give you another chance at the end zone. With BetMGM's second chance promotion, you'll get your stake back if your first touchdown scorer scores second instead.
Really?
That's right. Bet on any pro football player to score the first touchdown of the game. If you're right, you win. If your player scores second, you get your stake back in cash. With BetMGM's second chance offer, you have a chance to keep the fun going after the first player crosses the goal line. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York and New Jersey only. Existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards paid back in unrestricted withdrawable funds. Gambling problem? In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In New Jersey, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, it's Michael K. Not sleeping? Well, it could be your mattress. That's why I always recommend my friends at PC Richard & Son. At PC Richard & Son, they don't just sell you a mattress. Their experts use a 4-step mattress fitting process so that your new bed fits you perfectly. They guarantee it. Top brands like Sealy, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic. And in-home delivery on any mattress $199 and up is free. So do what I do. Get to PC Richard & Son and for your new mattress. Free delivery excludes Manhattan.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. That's 2,000 children every single day. It's a heart-wrenching reality that we can no longer ignore. Find the Children is a non-profit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted vehicle, running or not. Call 1-800-294-0222. We guarantee that you will receive the maximum tax deduction. We provide fast, free pickup with 24-hour response. Call 1-800-294-0222. Find the Children provides crucial resources to help find missing children and educational materials to teach kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs have a proven track record of reuniting kids with their families. It's time to act. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Help us build a world where every child is safe. Pick up the phone and call 1-800-294-0222. Together, we can bring these kids home safely. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope, it's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA Store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
New York Presbyterian treats more heart patients than any other hospital in New York. From common to complex conditions, our cardiologists and heart surgeons are pioneers in advanced heart care, leading the way in minimally invasive treatments for faster recovery times. Find a doctor at nyp.org/heart. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian. New York Presbyterian Hospital based on U.S. News and World Report 2025 to 2026 Cardiology, Heart, and Vascular Surgery Rankings.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. So a lot going on. I mean, great football weekend. The game tonight, which should be elite. 2 tomorrow, 3 on Sunday, and then the one game on Monday night. Of course, we'll go around the league and get to every game. We have Jordan Raanan is going to join us this morning. What time is he joining? I think 7:45. Then we go around the league, of course, which will continue to dip through all morning. We got a frenzy. We got RJ Stuff You Missed. We have the NFL picks, which is I made a nice little run back. I mean, I went from on the verge of being done to I don't think it would be stunning if I were to catch and or pass Raymond now, right? I went from 4 games back to 2 games back. So I have a chance.
You had a huge week. I mean, and then you got backdoored. I mean, you should have been 3-0.
I should be 1 game behind him right now.
Yes.
But 2 games behind him. And I don't know if you feel like this. It kind of feels like he's reeling at the moment.
Yes.
Like he's like, I don't even know. Like it feels like these spreads have gotten the best of him right now.
I think there was a level of confidence, and now I think he's second-guessing what he likes and what he doesn't like, which plays right into your hands.
Yeah, and you control the board, right?
I control the board. Yep. So I got a pretty good idea of what the order is going to be, and what my picks are going to be. So we're in a good spot.
Okay. All right. Well, I look forward to that, and then of course Raymond has his plays of the week. So we do have a very busy, bouncy show this morning. 800-919-3776. Let's go to Joe in Ocean Gate. Joe, good morning. You're on ESPN New York.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Good, Joe. How are you? Happy New Year, man.
Yeah, you too. I'd rather be calling up talking about Rick's meat sticks and stuff, but today, like with the whole thing with the Dolphins firing the coach and everything like that, and this whole Harbaugh thing, if the reason that Harbaugh decides because he's the whole the Alexander thing with the Chargers assistant guy, like I'll be willing to go into the portal if they didn't fire Schoen and to not get Harbaugh, because I'm sure Harbaugh would want to work with his own people that he's had relationships with for so long, and been consistently good too. So, and do you think though that the issue with Schoen and stuff, do you think the fact that the Giants beat the Broncos, almost beat the Broncos, beat the Eagles and the Chargers, that when they started losing to like the Saints and the teams that you thought they were going to probably beat, you think that was the reason why the Giants maybe were like, all right, yeah, the coaching is worse than the GM, and that's why maybe the players are good enough?
Yeah, no, I don't know that's like factually true. But yeah.
It's probably also what the GM is telling ownership as they're losing games. Also,
he's in their ear and he's telling that. But yeah, I mean, the loss to the Broncos, you can't. As bad as we think, and thanks for the call, Joe Schoen is, you can't blame Joe Schoen for the loss to the Broncos. Well, I guess you kind of having that kicker that shouldn't have been kicking. But, I mean, you had a massive lead. You should have been able to finish that game.
Yeah, you can't give up. I mean, you can't give up, 30 points in the fourth quarter.
No.
I mean, you can't do it.
No. That was one of those, like, I mean, the odds were, if you looked at the graph, it was 99.8% and, like, all these things. Like, we've never seen a team score this many points and have this many yards, and we get it. It was an epic, awful collapse.
Yeah, I think Joe Schoen gets credit, probably too much credit, for hitting on Jackson Dart, Cam Scatteraboo, Abdul Carter, bringing in Brian Burns, Malik Neighbors, and I mean, you are also someone that doesn't like Joe Schoen, thinks Joe Schoen should be fired, or should have been fired, and will still argue to me that they should have won 8 or 9 games last year.
They won 4, right?
If you want to, yeah, they won 4.
Well, listen, I don't like it either, but you can't deny the fact that they did win 4. If they had 6 wins, they would have even played harder in those final 2 games. They would have won those final 2 games.
Okay, so I mean what you're saying now is why Joe Schoen still has a job.
Okay, well, he probably shouldn't, but he does, and we'll see. Now,
I think the bigger problem. Hold on, I think the problem here though is that your biggest fear of having Joe Schoen back feels like the reason why John Harbaugh wouldn't take this job.
But if that's what happens, and I was going to mention the same thing, if it becomes public to the fan base that the reason you don't get John Harbaugh is because they were adamant that Joe Schoen had to be kept, you'll have a revolt. You heard Joe just call and say he wants to go into the fan portal if that happens.
Well, but think about it. I mean, you were during the break, because I know this is like the number one thing on your mind right now. You're going back and forth with RJ. The Giants are a better job. Yeah, the Giants are a better job. I want to put myself in a division where I have no quarterback. If I choose to move on from Tua, that's $67 million on my cap next season, and I'm going into a division with Sean McDermott and Josh Allen and Mike Vrabel and Drake May, as opposed to the NFC East with, listen, Shoddy's a good coach. He's not Mike Vrabel or Sean McDermott. And Nick Sirianni's won a Super Bowl, I guess. I get it, but I mean, there are a lot of people are talking about if Philly potentially loses to the Niners at home, what does that mean for Nick Sirianni?
Could there be a change at coach there? Yeah. I mean, listen, I don't think the NFC East is any easy run, and Jane Daniels and people think Dan Quinn is good, and they're going to make some changes there. But, I mean, the NFC East is not what those two juggernauts are in your division.
No, not to mention the fact that I already have a quarterback here. So the only reason, one of the only reasons that you would think, or the biggest reason now why there's so much smoke around Miami is because they're just going to, they would just turn the franchise over to John Harbaugh. Which GM you want? You want Chad Alexander?
It's all you.
It's all you.
Well, but we'll find out because it seems to me, reading the tea leaves, that Miami's going to make a decision today.
Yep.
So if Alexander's the hire, I think your concern ratchets up twofold. If it turns out it's one of the other guys, and it sounds like early returns, it's not going to be Alexander. If it is one of the other guys, I think you could at least for a moment exhale if you're one of these desperate, Harbaugh to the Giant guys.
Yeah, right. But then if you hear Pat Leonard's sound that we have and will play, it's like, no, I don't know. Giants going to be willing to do what it takes to get Harbaugh.
But again, I mean, then we're you.
Well,
then we're the Jets.
Yeah, you're almost. I mean, you'd almost be doing now. Again, this isn't great just because of how it's turned out with Bill Belichick at North Carolina. But that's similar to what happened in the Falcons building, where if Bill Belichick wanted the job, it sounded like the owner wanted him to have the job, and then all the people in the building were like, no. If Bill gets this job, that means that we're not going to have any power at all.
So we're going to fight and we're going to resist.
Yeah, right. So he's not even going to be on our list. And they end up going with Raheem Morris.
Right. But what makes it interesting is Shane, on his own right, his own volition, was interested in John Harbaugh.
Yeah, right. But I mean, if you're starting to catch wind that Harbaugh may play nice for the first year, and then he's going to want you out because it's going to be his team, you better believe that he's pumping the hell out of Kevin Stefanski's tires right now.
I mean, too bad, man.
That Kevin Stefanski, he was great, guys, wasn't he?
Well, I mean, otherwise, what are we doing here? If you're gonna listen to if you have real conviction, I mean, listen, the Giants haven't met with John Harbaugh yet. I understand that he wants the job, he's interested, he really likes the Giants a lot, and if you're gonna let a GM who at best is hanging on by a nail to be able to keep this job over a Hall of Fame coach, then you deserve everything you get in the future.
I couldn't agree more. But this is also the same group of people that have decided to keep Joe Schoen on.
Right.
After last season and then another season where you win, I know it's 4 games, but still, you didn't want to win the last 2 anyway.
It was as embarrassing as any team in the NFL.
So we'll see. I mean, I hope for you because of how excited you are, and especially yesterday, and everything else that it gets done.
I hope so, man. I really hope so. Let's go to Artie in Brooklyn. Artie, good morning. You're on ESPN New York.
Hey, good morning, guys. So I'm watching this game yesterday, and I said both those quarterbacks look like first rounders to me, and they're projected to go in the second, third round.
I don't think Carson Beck is a first round quarterback.
All right, but he looked pretty good to me though. And
2 years ago, he was supposed to be the first quarterback taken.
I think last year there was a lot of conversation he was going to be the first quarterback taken in the draft.
By the way, did I say Jim Leonard? I meant Pat Leonard, by the way.
Yeah, I got you.
The kid Chambliss looks like Murray to me. He's like all over the place.
He's bigger though too, right?
Throws.
Hey, I love. You know what? And thanks to the call, Artie. I blame myself because when I watched him play last week, I was wowed by him against Georgia. And then I made like a mental note. Make sure you ask Mel about him because I just don't I don't see how this guy is not an NFL quarterback, like a real legitimate prospect. And everything I read is like, no, third round. Like I don't get it. I don't see it. He looks like he's every bit as good as some of these other guys. So remind me if I don't remember that we have to ask Mel on Tuesday about Trinidad Chambliss, please.
Okay. I'll put it right down. I'm going to write down right in my notes.
That'd be delightful. And, and even if you get to it before I do, that's fine. I won't feel.
Oh no, I'm going to save that. I'll save that for you.
Okay. Well, then just I'll remember because I want to ask. But do you? I mean, you're a big football guy. You know the game really well. When you watch Trinidad Chambliss, are you not like this guy? He's it. He's got it.
It feels like, I mean, the thing you're talking about, especially when you watched him late in that game, right? The way he went down. I mean, not only the touchdown, but then the 2-point conversion, like at big moments. Yeah. But I also, I mean, I actually appreciate his maturity, where it's like he also recognizes, as he's already done with done a deal with Ole Miss and is trying to get his waiver to go back, that maybe he needs some more experience. You know how people are with that stuff, though. Like, how long did it take people to buy into Brock Purdy before they're like, Brock Purdy's a good quarterback? If they don't see it, then it takes longer for them to come around.
Yeah, I guess. And if like the public doesn't, the media doesn't like say like this is a surefire, really big time top 10 quarterback. But I don't know. I watch him. I think he's every bit as good as Dante Moore. And
he's got an unbelievable story too. He's got an unbelievable story too.
Well, it's a great story.
But this is this is the first year that you're seeing him play big time football.
Right. He won the Division II National Championship last year at Ferris State.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, not that I know, but you couldn't tell me where Ferris State is, could you?
Texas, I think.
Really?
I believe that's right.
No, you're good. RJ, is that right? Is Ferris
They're
State
a powerhouse.
in Texas? You knew
Am
this,
I
right?
right?
It's in Texas? It's in Michigan.
They're in Michigan. Big Rapids, Michigan.
Oh, I know it's in Michigan. I'm an idiot. The Ferris State's a hockey. It's a good hockey program, Ferris State.
Founded as Big Rapids Industrial School.
Did they play in Texas, though? Was it in Texas that they won it?
Not sure.
I think maybe that championship game was in Texas, potentially.
They're also known as BRIS, Big Rapids Industrial School.
BRIS.
So they were the big BRIS for a long time.
The Moyle.
Yes. Yeah, they'll carve you right up. Yeah, how about that?
Did you get moiled? Did you get moiled?
Yeah, of course. Wow. Actually, me
you do that right in the living room?
No, I didn't. I was done in the hospital.
Yeah, okay.
I was done in the hospital, but my kids got moiled.
McKinney, Texas, Rick.
I was right. The game was in Texas?
That's where they won?
Right.
Okay.
That's where they won.
All right, so let's take a break. We'll come back. You mentioned the sound from Pat Leonard. It's not great for Joe Schoen, and we'll hear that next right here on ESPN New York. All right, let's see what's happening on the roads. Here she is. It's Debbie Duhane.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. Good morning, company. Hey, don't get bamboozled and get on the Deegan. The Deegan is bumper to bumper southbound getting down toward Fordham Road. It's an accident in the right lane on the Cross Bronx. Tough again this morning, guys. Westbound getting out toward Rosedale Avenue. Watch for delays as you take a ride to the Pulaski Skyway at Central Ave in Kearney. It's an accident being cleared. Sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance. Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org. I'm Debbie Duhame on 880 ESPN New York.
Hey, New York and New Jersey. Commitment issues? No problem. Now you can get unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 a month forever, as in for life. Switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, you may experience slower speeds. Pay $25 a month as long as you stay on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan. Hey, New York and New Jersey. Commitment issues? No problem. Now you can get unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 a month forever, as in for life. Switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, you may experience slower speeds. Pay $25 a month as long as you stay on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
FanDuel is giving all customers a profit boost every college football playoff game day. That means more chances to level up your picks and turn big moments into even bigger wins. Ride with the favorite, take a shot at the underdog, or build a parlay. Then apply your profit boost and go for bigger winnings. FanDuel is the best place to get into all the football action all playoff long. And when you win, you get paid instantly. So visit FanDuel.com/local to get your college playoff profit boost today. FanDuel is giving all customers a profit boost every college football playoff game day. That means more chances to level up your picks and turn big moments into even bigger wins. Ride with the favorite, take a shot at the underdog, or build a parlay. Then apply your profit boost and go for bigger winnings. 21 or over and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you could put your knowledge to work on the events that matter to you. Prediction Markets isn't just sports. It's the Fed rate decision, your favorite award show, and so much more beyond the playing field. Trade events with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
Score more with the college-branded Venmo debit card. Rep your team with every tap and earn up to 5% cash back through Venmo Stash, a new rewards program where the more you do, the more you get. Get your Venmo debit card today and start earning rewards with Venmo Stash. Learn more at Venmo.com/collegecard.
The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank N.A. Select schools available. Venmo Stash terms and exclusions apply. Max $100 cash back per month. See terms at venmo.me/stash terms.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A good karma brands radio station. This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Are the Giants willing to do what I believe Stephen Ross is probably willing to do to get John Harbaugh?
Which is give him total control.
Do not put Harbaugh and ink to this job just yet. It is a wide open field.
Dolphins are such a mess. They have no quarterback. They have a massive cap problem. I really believe the Giants setup is far more attractive than Miami. Harbaugh really likes the Giants.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
All right, DNR with you, big 7 o'clock hour. Raanan is going to join us about these New York football Giants in the 7 o'clock hour. We're going to go around the league. We got a frenzy. We got it all happening. Around the league is going to be much more luxurious, though. You know that, moving forward?
What's going to be? I mean, it'll be less, though, around the league.
Well, that's why it's going to be more luxurious. Like, you're going to be able to slowly really sit and analyze. Each game's going to have more meaning, but there's not going to be as many games to get to.
Allowed to marinate, if you will.
Yes. I think you might. I don't know this to be true. You might enjoy around the league better today.
I don't. I always enjoy it, though. I mean, that's tough to say.
I am a little sad, though.
Why are you sad?
A little sad. Just the frenetic nature of the football Sunday is now done.
Yeah, but I mean,
I'm just telling you. I'm being honest. I'm sad about that.
By the end of the season, though, after watching what I had to watch with the Jets and then the Giants, and it's just all day long on Sunday, and it's a lot.
You know what's funny, though? We're going to get to, June, and you'll be like, oh, man, I can't wait for football to get back. And then we'll get to August, you'll be like, I can't wait.
June? I don't think you have to wait till June. I mean, I think as soon as the season's over, we go a couple weeks where we're not doing around the league on Mondays and on Fridays and frenzies. It's going to be like, whoa, I miss football. You're going to miss football right away.
Right. But it just ended. You're like, oh, man, thank God that's over. That was terrible. And the second it ends and it's taken away from you, you're like, man, I miss football.
You know what it's like? And this is, I'm just going to keep this specifically to me as a Jets fan. It's like childbirth.
Tell us all your insight into childbirth.
Well, not by me. It's more. It speaks to how impressed I am by my wife and by just women in general. Is that you'll watch your wife give birth to Milo, for example, and then just the amount of pain with the contractions and all these different things, and just what it does to her body, and then we'll turn around months later and say to me, "You know what I'd like to do? What, honey? Baby. I'd like to have another baby."
Yeah.
Because there's no chance that you're signing up for a second one or I'm signing up for a second one. No way. I'm not doing that again. There's no chance.
What do you think of the four of us on the show would be most equipped to go through the 9 months and then the labor and the delivery?
Well, RJ's already given birth on the show.
Right.
So I feel like I want to lean that way. I think I'd be excellent at childbirth.
No. Mm-mm.
I do Kegels every day.
Uh-huh.
So the strength I have down there, I think I push a couple pushes. I'm out.
You done?
Yeah.
You don't know. You don't know if there's any kind of complication though.
Well, but I'm just saying I don't know. None of us know.
Of course. I have my favorite. RJ? Who do you think would be the best at soup to nuts, beginning to end, the whole thing, the whole kit and caboodle?
I don't know if that's how I would have put that.
Just move on.
Could have used a different phrase.
Yeah. Any other phrase.
I would actually pick Ray.
You think Ray?
Well, I think Ray is his schedule's so demanding.
Yeah, but how would Ray even get pregnant?
His lifestyle.
Ray, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to skip over that.
It doesn't sound like you're sorry.
What do you mean? I am.
I think you had a feeling you could go there.
I think you would be a great mother.
I gotta tell you, the side quest today I wouldn't. A million years, I would never have bet this is the two directions would have gone. Selling meat, basically becoming lovers with each other, and which one of us could do childbirth. It's great.
I mean, Ray's schedule and his lifestyle are already so demanding. I mean, throw pregnancy in there. He can handle it.
I might die.
He can handle it.
I think you'd be great.
I don't think I'd survive.
Once you get
I don't think I'd survive
a
a
couple months of morning sickness, I think you'd be unbelievable.
I actually don't think I'd survive a pregnancy with my current state.
RJ, he's my vote as well. I think Ray's the most equipped.
Ray, can I just, RJ, can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah, sure.
Why am I not even in consideration for this?
Well, you are. You're second.
Okay.
Second with me as well. Followed by RJ, followed by me.
Yeah, I think that's the order.
That's the order.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I'd be a great pregnant person.
No, you'd be. I mean, the amount of drugs they'd have to put you.
Well, not only the drugs, he would be the kind of pregnant woman. This is okay because listen, everyone is different. He'd have a bell. He'd probably have a.
Yes. You think I would want to be weighted on?
The hormone monster would run rampant with Dave.
Could you imagine that?
He would have like a goal, like a hockey goal light, like in the living room that he would push when he needs something, so that by no chance does anyone miss when Dave needs something.
Yeah. He'd put him like self-imposed bed rest.
Yeah, but I'd be bringing life to the world.
And you let everyone know that
on
every
your hands
single
and knees, and I'm giving you guys a baby, a show baby.
And this is why.
Yeah, I know, but this is why you're fourth on everyone's list, though.
I'm fourth on my list.
Yeah, so I mean, you're not equipped.
I'm not equipped.
No,
I think Raymond would be elite.
All right. I mean, if that's how you guys feel, that's fine.
Listen, you're second.
Okay,
that's good.
You're battling with RJ for second. I think that's neck and neck.
RJ's got real narrow hips, though. I mean, I don't know if he can push anything out of there.
Oh boy,
I don't think those hips open up properly.
You don't know what I do.
I'm not sure there's a proper response to that. I think RJ gave you the best that he could.
I think that's fair. Hey, you want to hear from Pat Leonard?
Yeah. Please.
Okay.
Please.
You know what, Ray? Don't you dare. All right, this is a winning topic. If we might revisit this later on in the show.
I'm not sure I would have went with the whole soup to nuts thing, but that's fine. I think we can move on now.
Yeah, it feels like we left it in a good place and we just kind of scoot along.
Let's move.
Pat Leonard on Talking Ball Live discusses Joe Schoen and the power he would lose if Harbaugh is hired.
Sources tell me they expect John Harbaugh to either essentially walk Joe Schoen out of the building to bring in his own guy, or if Joe Schoen were to be retained in the short term, it would look more like Elliott Wolf and Mike Vrabel, where Elliott Wolf as the de facto GM of the Patriots there prior to Vrabel's hiring, but when Vrabel comes in, everybody knows essentially Wolf works for Vrabel, not the other way around. It's Mike Vrabel's show. He has the power, so you're essentially neutering the GM, and he's a sidekick now. That's what I have heard from people I trust in the league of what to expect from Harbaugh.
All right. Well, that makes sense that John Harbaugh, a guy with that kind of, gravitas, would come in and get what he wants. But the thing that concerns me is will the Giants ownership go into this and say, yep, you know what, John, you want Shane, you keep him. You don't want him, you move on. You want to neuter him. This is your baby.
I think you have to.
I agree with that, but having to and doing it are two different things.
I mean, it's not like Joe Shane has a great track record. I mean, he's made some good picks. He's made some good moves, but I don't think we've taken one call, maybe one call, of Giants fans that want to keep Joe Shane.
No, almost nobody wants him.
Nobody. So yeah, I mean, you bring in John Harbaugh, and he says whatever he says. I want to bring my own guy in. I'm fine working with Joe Shane, but everyone needs to know that it's I'm the decision maker. Fine, whatever you want. I got a quarterback going into year 2. I need the best coach available, and if he likes my job, I got to make sure I do whatever it takes to get him. And I would say the same thing to the Jets if the Jets had any interest in it.
Well, but the Jets don't even handle themselves like a professional organization.
Fire everybody. I would probably do it for Stefanski at the moment.
I would do it for McCarthy.
Oh, we had a chance for McCarthy, though.
Well, you know what? Revisit it. So what?
You screwed that up.
Okay. Well, so you screwed it up. So revisit it. You know what, Mike? On second thought, we'd like you. And we'd like to give you a lot of power in this organization.
Yeah, right. But I don't know. Ray could answer the question better. I mean, I don't know if Mike McCarthy's at that level, though, where you just turn the entire franchise over to him.
All right. Well, okay. Look who has control of the entire
When's he
franchise.
Gonna have time? When's he going to have time for massages if he's going to run the whole franchise?
He'll find time. Look, Rick, I'm going to let you revisit this. Look who is in charge of the entire franchise right now.
Oh, I know, but it feels like it may have, the power dynamic may have shifted a little bit, though, with how overwhelmed Aaron Glenn looked and some of the decisions that Muji's been able to make.
I sure hope so.
I don't think every coach is equipped either, though, to have that kind of responsibility.
Oh, I agree with that. I'm just saying, like, it's so bad right now. McCarthy is so stable and at least competent that I would
yeah,
do
but
that.
I mean,
but for Harbaugh, oh my God, if I'm the Jets in a heartbeat.
Right, but I don't know. Harbaugh feels like one of those guys. Tomlin feels like one of those guys. Like, I mean, if it wasn't for the prior relationship between Vrabel and the Patriots, that would have been someone that I did that for. I just don't know if Mike. Listen, I'd like to have Mike McCarthy over Aaron Glenn. I just don't know if it would. It's
no. I agree. I'm just saying, like, it feels so broken and so bad that even a guy that maybe you wouldn't want to ordinarily do that with, I'd be willing to do that with just to get out of the situation I was in.
I understand what you're saying, and I think it also kind of plays into the conversation that we've had a couple times on the show, where it's like, it feels like these bad organizations always come to this fork in the road, where I can make the right decision or I can make the Jets' decision. Which was, we got Mike McCarthy. The GM liked Mike McCarthy, suggested Mike McCarthy. We should go with Mike McCarthy, and you went with Adam Gase.
Mm-hmm.
And we all saw how that turned out. So, I mean, they don't make good decisions. My team does not make good decisions. So, I mean, what do you expect?
This is what I expect. The fact that it's not even a thought. Like, you see, I mean, what happens if Mike Tomlin would become available? Like, at what point would the Jets actually, or would they not? Even entertain the conversation of moving on from Aaron Glenn?
If Mike Tomlin loses badly to Houston and parts ways with the Steelers, even if you had to trade for him and the Jets weren't fully in the mix, I would have to take a step back, I think, and really reconsider what I'm doing with my life.
Yeah.
I mean, how could you not?
You'd have to.
You'd have to. I mean, there's teams with good coaches that I would still consider doing that.
I mean, Mike Tomlin is an elite head coach, but then you get the people. Well, he can only get you so far. Hasn't won a playoff game in very long.
Get me there, right? I mean, get me. Let me have someone that does what Tibbs did with the Knicks.
The Jets haven't. I was talking about this with Alex. He's 15. He goes, Dad, they haven't been to the playoffs in my lifetime. I was like, yeah, no, I know. He's like, do you think they're going to go before I graduate high school? I'm like,
no.
No, I don't know about that.
No. Was he a sophomore?
Sophomore.
Yeah, I mean, no. I mean, you still have to draft the quarterback. I mean, that's if you draft the quarterback this year, maybe and going into his senior year,
think about what has to happen. You have to draft the quarterback.
Yep.
He's got to be the right quarterback, and then you have to develop that quarterback.
Right, which is the coaching staff, and then you got to rely on Muji to spend the money the right way.
Right, so you need the GM to identify this is the right quarterback. Get that quarterback. Then he has to be a capable, competent quarterback, and then you have to develop him properly. Does that sound like the Jets to you?
And then somehow you have to manage to most likely be one of the wild card teams.
You know, it's a treat right now. I don't know if you get these. I get a lot of because RJ will put out the videos, and we'll get tagged, and then people respond. I'm getting a lot of "you're so negative about the Jets" responses. Like, I'm negative about the Jets. Like the Jets make it so easy to be negative about the Jets.
Here's what I'll say to those people, because I see them. I also see them. Is if at any point during this show or whenever we have next week, whenever it is, and we start discussing special teams units in the NFL, I promise you'll hear positive Jets
that'll
talk.
be your soft, safe landing spot, right?
Yeah. If you want positive Jets talk, if we somehow get into a special teams conversation,
and if we get into a field goal kicking or no blocked field goals, that's going to be your time to shine.
And there we go. And there's the positivity.
Tom and Merrick. Tom, good morning. You're on ESPN New York.
Good morning, guys.
What's going on, Tom?
Unfortunately, Jet fan here. I got a couple things I want to say. Number one, I feel your pain there with your son, because my son is 13 years old, and we had this conversation last night before bed, and he said, Dad, the Jets have been bad my entire life.
Well, to be fair, Tom, to be honest with you, it's not pain from me. It was just like an awareness of him. He's like, I'm 15. He's a Giants fan, so he doesn't feel the pain.
Listen, I gave him the option last year. I said, listen, buddy, I'm going to give you a chance. You have an out right now. I'm going to give you an out. I said, this is the worst I think it's ever been in my life. That was until this season, and we saw what happened. I'm like, pick a team. Please, just pick another team to root for. He couldn't do it. But the reason I call, guys, is as a Jet fan, can we please not be the little brother again? And can the Giants please not get John Harbaugh? Because we're always 1 year off, and we're always
No. Do not make that mistake. Don't make that mistake. Because if it's not the Giants and it ends up being Miami, we don't want that either.
Can it get any worse, though?
Yes. There's already two teams. There's already two teams right now that function better than we do. Let's not make it a third.
Tom, you could have been making this call a year ago.
Function better than we do.
You could have been making this call, thanks to the call, a year ago and said, can it get any worse? Fast forward a year. Rick, is it worse?
Hold on. Time out. You could have said it after the first year with Aaron.
Right.
Can't get worse than this.
Right.
It did.
You could have said it 2 years ago. You could have said it last year, and now you'll say it again. Don't, especially with this organization, don't ever tempt the gods and fate and say, can it get any worse? Because the answer is absolutely.
The last time we had a winning season was 2015. Okay, we were 10-6.
That was the Buffalo game.
Yeah, where apparently he's like, Ira called us the day after that game, and was like, I knew the second I saw them step on the field for warm up that Buffalo, who was playing a meaningless football game, was more focused and more ready to play that game than the Jets were.
Mm-hmm.
And all the Jets had to do was win and get in. So we've gone from 10-6 in 2015 to 5-11, 5-11, 4-12, 7-9, nice, 2-14, 4-13, 7-10, 7-10, 5-12, and 3-14.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
I mean,
so don't ever use the phrase "can it get worse."
Yeah, don't tempt fate like that.
Yeah,
yes, it could get
God.
worse. You do not
we
want
got a
John.
nice email from Sandra Jensen.
Okay.
She says, I agree with RJ, and I'm a woman who has 3 children. Ray, hands down. He works multiple jobs, has a very even demeanor. When he balances Rangers and Knicks, it's like how a mom gives attention to multiple children. Also, he does a fantastic job with all his jobs and uses great music to get us all going from 6 to 10.
Yeah, but that's not the question, though. It's not who's going to be the best mother.
Right.
It's who's going to be the best child.
Right. From conception to birth.
Yeah, that's it.
Right. Look how upset you are. You want it to be you, don't you?
Yeah.
Listen, I'll take being the best mom. You can be the best birther. I'll take being the best mom.
Okay, I mean that's what we're talking about here. I think
Rick's purpose is to breed, nothing else.
I'm a breeder. That's right.
Rick thinks physically he's the most equipped to deliver the child.
Flexibility.
Yeah.
Flexibility. I think.
You wouldn't be one of those people that says no epidural, would you?
I'd probably do it in a bathtub.
No, you would not.
No, I wouldn't.
You get a doula?
No, I'm doing epidural too. I don't need to play that.
No, you got to do the natural birth.
Oh, we're natural birthing?
You got to do the natural.
We're natural birthing?
Go for it.
To play through pain, I can't even imagine that kind of pain. And then I think my connection with my vision, my area. I think there's some real power there. I think there's some real power there.
Isn't there any commercial we can play?
For the record, RJ, I don't know how you feel. I'm not natural birthing.
I would take a lot of drugs.
Yeah, give me all the drugs. Give me go to that pharmacy and get everything you got.
Shocking that you would feel this way.
Yeah. He's asking for the what is it called, Raymond? He doesn't even need it, but he's asking
for the Rompepetro.
Yeah,
yeah. Give me the Petro. Give me the epidural.
I don't think the Rompepetro was made for childbirth.
Give me if you drink a bottle of it, it would be. Doing shots of Rompepetro.
Yeah, but you'd be so drugged up that someone else would have to push the baby out for you.
Maybe, possibly. All right. Let's break, get to more of your calls, get to the college football, the NFL games, Raanan, around the league. It's all happening, and it's right here on ESPN New York.
Listen up, football. At Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Presented by Robinhood.
He crosses, spins, pulls up.
With Robinhood Prediction Markets, buy or sell your predictions all game long. No house odds, just you versus the market. Put your sports IQ to work. Trade every shot, block, steal, run, and moment that shifts the game. With Robinhood Prediction Markets, trade every play. Visit Robinhood.com/predict to start trading. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
Ox Spine at New York Presbyterian is always in pursuit of a better way to heal the spine. We're getting more people moving again with minimally invasive, non-surgical, and surgical treatments with innovative solutions for every back and spine condition and your unique needs. Expert spine care is available now across New York City and Westchester. Find a doctor at nyp.org/oxspine. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
Are you ready to make a difference for the environment while helping the visually impaired at the same time? Then donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind today by calling 1-800-983-6530. Every donated vehicle will either be properly recycled in an eco-friendly manner or given a new life through reuse. Donating your vehicle is easy. Simply call 1-800-983-6530 and Heritage for the Blind will do the rest. They'll even arrange for your vehicle to be picked up at no cost to you. And for a limited time, when you donate your car, you'll receive a $200 restaurant voucher and a 2-night, 3-day hotel stay at one of 50 locations. Call 1-800-983-6530 right now to schedule your vehicle donation and make a positive impact on the environment while helping others. Heritage for the Blind, where every car donation counts and every person makes a difference. Call 1-800-983-6530 now. This advertisement is paid for by Heritage for the Blind.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Raanan in about 10 minutes. I thought we kind of moved on from Raanan, but there's always something with him, huh?
He'll find a way to weasel his way back into the show.
Finally, weasel right into the show.
He'll try to do something to drive a wedge between me and you, so he somehow has a chance to get your job or my job. You know what he wants.
I know what he's going to play the game. He's going to try to pit us against each other. He's going to try to insult somebody, and we just have to stay strong.
Got a text message from Brian. He thinks I would be the best
Who is
birther.
Brian?
Oh, pretend like you don't know who Brian is.
RJ, are you familiar with a Brian?
I used to know a Brian.
Oh, that Brian? Oh, yeah, right.
You know you're going to hurt his feelings. Yeah, I hope you guys understand what you're doing to this poor man.
Once former friend, Brian.
What we're doing to him. You traded him to Florida.
I didn't trade him to Florida. He chose to go to Florida on his own.
Yeah. That was a man that if I had a big pickleball match, he was right there. He was right there, motivating me, hydrating me. Now, I don't know where Brian is.
He's coming to holiday parties. I did not put him on waivers and send him to Florida.
No. I view it like a Tyreek Hill situation. Like he was still at the peak of his game, and you looked at him and said, "You know what? We're shipping you. We're shipping you to Miami. Yeah. I want the picks. I think we've gotten your best years out of you."
By the way, write this down right now. Right now.
Okay.
Tyreek Hill, Kansas City next season. Done. Book it.
What about Brian? Also Kansas City?
No, I don't. I think Brian, he's gone. We've lost Brian.
Is that what Kansas City needs right now?
I'm not.
I don't know that Kansas City needs to go that route.
Yeah, right. I don't mean on the field, but with everything that's going on inside that building right now.
Probably
in that
not.
Wide receiver room, is that what they want to do?
Probably not.
We can't find a different option.
All right. So what's your email from Brian?
Brian thinks that I would be the best birther. I mean, that's what he said.
Yeah, because he's trying to ingratiate himself again.
No, he
doesn't mean it.
He's never not been ingratiated. Don't be like that.
I'll play.
Don't
sure.
do that.
Mm-hmm. Got
Brian,
email.
I'm sorry. I don't feel this way. It's these guys. They're animals, and I don't like it.
Yeah, we're also sorry we traded you to Florida. Oh, wait, that was Rick.
I mean, RJ, did you trade him to Florida?
No.
I didn't. Ray, did you push him to Florida?
Wasn't me.
I would have pounded the table and said, "This is a pillar of our
when
community."
I found out he moved to Florida, this is still not easy for me to discuss. I miss
we
Brian.
We are using some lingo today.
Yeah, I was going to leave that alone. Just leave it alone.
I don't know what we're doing here.
I think we know exactly what we're doing.
Let's just use every sexual pun we can today, okay? Let's do that.
Sandra Jensen, Rick, it's not you. It's just not you. You have so many health issues, clotting issues. You'd be a high-risk pregnancy.
That's a good point.
Right now, no way. Maybe at 25. Also, you'd want credit for everything. You say you pushed the baby out. Then you delivered the baby. With your long goalie arms, you grab your own baby. Actually, twins. Look at me. Look what I've done.
I actually saw Kourtney Kardashian did that. She pulled it right out.
Really?
When I used to watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians, yeah.
They showed her in childbirth on the show?
Yeah.
Interesting. So I got a long, heartfelt email yesterday from Shooter in Stanford.
Oh, nice.
He said, I'm always on hold. You guys never take my call. I want to be part of the show. It makes me so happy to be a part of the show. And I thought, you know what? Some of the antics can be a bit much, but it's a new year, and let's give him another try. And I don't want to make him wait too long. So he's Shooter, and he's in Stanford, and he's on ESPN New York. All right, Shooter, have at it, buddy.
Good morning, boys. Good morning, companies. Thank you, David. I appreciate you.
You know how I feel.
All right. Well, let's start with Sub-Zero, now Plane Zero.
Come on,
What
Shooter.
movie?
Shooter. This is why.
All right.
Okay? If you know that we don't love the constant Schwarzenegger and all the voices, then maybe get right to your sports point. Come on.
All right, you got it. Straight to the sports point, but also, I don't know what that line means by Schwarzenegger, but okay, let's continue. Giants and Jets. I feel like everything's about timing. Coaching in the NFL is everything. And the Giants seem to have all the stars aligning for them finally, which is fantastic, right? We got who's a good destination for a quarterback. We got the quarterback. Maybe Shedeur Sanders also he looked pretty damn good in Cleveland in that toxic environment. So I feel like that's another place he may want to go. And then Miami, whatever.
It's still Cleveland, though.
He's not going to Cleveland.
Yeah, who wants to go to Cleveland?
Well, you heard the story you heard the story that his brother told, though, about what Cleveland means to him.
No.
Well, I'm not going to tell it now because I need you to ask your question. But there was Jim Harbaugh talked about what Cleveland means to him and that his parents went to a Cleveland Browns game, the whole deal. So just finish your question.
All right, thank you, Rick. Then we got Marriott. He's coming to the end of the line. He wants to make a big splash impact, his last hurrah. Then we got the team is just like I feel like it's the New York Giants, and it's kind of close to Baltimore. Maybe it's a family thing. I don't know. I just feel like there's all these things coming, and we deserve this. And I really feel like he's going to come here, and I feel positive about the Giants. And sorry about the Jets, Rick. Like timing's always off for them, and it seems like it's off again.
Well, no,
but, hey,
don't say sorry. Shooter, don't say sorry. Right? I mean, we weren't an attractive enough job for Vrabel when the Patriots job is sitting there staring him in the face. And on top of that is that you can create your own timing too. No one said you're not locked into having Aaron Glenn as your coach for the next 4 years. You could fire him if you wanted to. They just choose not to.
Right. They look at Aaron Glenn. I think they still, thanks to close shooter, I think they still look at Aaron Glenn as the guy for some reason.
They can't. I mean, they can't feel good about it. It can't. There's no way you could.
So why through, back channels wouldn't you get out to Harbaugh? We want you. We would do it.
Oh, he might have. They might have. I don't know if they did or didn't, but I mean, why would he take this job?
He wouldn't. But I do agree with Shooter. I do feel like the Giants are equipped to bring him in. Like I feel this is a team that could quickly go on the ascension. Quickly.
Yeah, I feel like they could be one of those teams that goes from
the Jaguars, right?
Yeah, to double-digit wins.
I agree. The Jaguars, the Panthers, we've seen it.
And I got to say this, though, also because, I think Shooter did bring up a good point. If this is me or you as the owners of the team and we're dealing with what John Mara is dealing with right now, I would feel a whole hell of a lot better leaving it if that was the case with John Harbaugh, knowing that it was the franchise is in a great spot.
Right. And you would want that to be your lasting legacy, right? Like you did whatever it took to put this organization that you is so beloved within your family in the right spot.
Yeah, there'd be a level of comfort in that for me.
Yes, I totally wholeheartedly agree with that. All right, speaking of comfort, we have comfort with Jordan Raanan, and he will join us next to discuss all things New York Football Giants. It's DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
FanDuel is giving all customers a profit boost every college playoff game day. That means more chances to level up your picks and turn big moments into even bigger wins. Ride with the favorite, take a shot on the underdog, or build a parlay, then apply your profit boost and go for bigger winnings. FanDuel is the best place to get into the football action all playoff long, and when you win, you'll get paid instantly. So visit FanDuel.com/local to get your college playoff profit boost today. Ride with the favorite, take a shot on the underdog, or build a parlay, then apply your profit boost and go for bigger winnings. FanDuel is the best place to get into the football action all playoff long. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. Often required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions do apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467369.
One in every 6 men is likely to be diagnosed with prostate cancer in his lifetime. That's why New York Presbyterian wants to remind men over 50 to book a prostate cancer screening. A simple blood test is all it takes. It could save your life. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester at locations near you. Schedule your annual prostate cancer screening today at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
When I wake up, the best mornings in the morning light start with Wrangler. Pull on my jeans and I feel all right. Jeans, jackets, and shirts that get your day started on the right foot.
I pull my blue jeans on. I pull my old blue jeans on.
Good mornings make for better days.
I pull my blue jeans on. I pull my old blue jeans on.
Wrangler, for the ride of life.
Talk about stepping up. Bang! Bang! It's time to level up your game. Introducing the all-new ESPN app. All of ESPN, all in one place. Your home for the most live sports and the best championship moments.
The electricity is palpable.
Step up your game with no annual contract required. It's the ultimate fan experience. Level up for more on the ESPN app or at stream.espn.com. Sign up now.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ETHOS.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
The college football playoff semifinals continue. Let's go! Tonight in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl.
I get questions, how are you going to sustain it? We're not looking to sustain it. We're looking to improve it.
Hoosiers! The Indiana Hoosiers face the Oregon Ducks.
On touchdown, Oregon! The magic continues!
The college football playoff semifinals. Tonight on 1050 ESPN and the ESPN New York app.
1 in every 6 men is likely to be diagnosed with prostate cancer in his lifetime. That's why New York Presbyterian wants to remind men over 50 to book a prostate cancer screening. A simple blood test is all it takes. It could save your life. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester at locations near you. Schedule your annual prostate cancer screening today at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Vince Rosen with a nasty email. The only reason you even think about having Raanan on is to add another person who's going to rub you and say the Giants should get John Harbaugh. This was not my recommendation to have Jordan on. I love Jordan. I'm happy to have him. I'm not the one that brought this to fruition.
It doesn't have to be. I mean, there are callers that say it. I say it. You say it. I think RJ feels that way. I think Ray feels that way. Maybe Ray doesn't feel that way because he roots for Dallas, but I mean, I don't think there's a lot of people that don't think that John Harbaugh would be a great hire for the Giants.
He'd be a great hire. Be great. I mean, you tell me there are people out there like, oh, last thing you want to do is hire John Harbaugh. You went from Brian Daboll to John Harbaugh. That'd be a great transition.
Here's the thing, though, and listen, maybe Kevin Stefanski ends up being a great fit, or if he takes another job, Mike McCarthy comes here and has a lot of success. You guys correct me if I'm wrong. When Stefanski got fired,
right?
Was there a report from Schefter or Rappaport or Jordan Raanan or anyone else that said there were teams calling about Stefanski that still had coaches?
No.
Right, but that happened with John Harbaugh, right?
I mean, 7 teams reached out within 45 minutes.
Okay, so, I mean.
I agree.
That tells you something.
Game time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, it's Tully time. 7:30, you could argue college football game of the year, Indiana-Oregon, second semifinal college game. You can hear that on 10:50 a.m. and on the ESPN New York app. Also 7:30, Nets host the Clippers. At 9 o'clock, the Knicks are in Phoenix to take on the Suns. And that's game time brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. Time now for the Jordan Raanan Report, brought to you by Bet365. So this is a little confusing and confounding for me. I just had seen Jordan. Oh, there he is. How you doing, Jordan?
What's up, Dave? What's going on?
Well, you know what's going on. We're all in just desperation mode for John Harbaugh. That's what's going on.
Pretty much. That's where we're at right now. Look, here I just put something out that my understanding is that they're still likely to, despite the Dolphins' expected pursuit, hasn't really happened yet, but the Giants are likely to get an interview probably sometime in the middle of next week. They want John Harbaugh pretty badly, so we'll see. We'll see if they get him. Look, you could want a guy all you want. It depends. Does he want to come to you? I mean, that's something that they're going to have to sell him. But Jackson Dart certainly helps that they have a quarterback. I think that's their advantage here.
So what are you thinking? Like, what is your insight? You're around this team all the time. You cover this team. You've covered them for years. What is your gut telling you the week before all the interviews will happen with Harbaugh?
My gut is telling me unless there's something there, with that relationship with Stephen Ross. Because to be honest with you, it's not even that good a job, right? Like, what do the Dolphins have that's a good job? I mean, their ownership is known as questionable. They don't have a great quarterback situation. I'm sure it's in Miami and it's in Florida and state income tax, but that's not the reason you're just as a guy who's 63 years old that has a ton of success, you go there. But unless there's that pre-existing relationship between the Ross family and the Harbaughs, and you want to go there and they're giving you full power and a blank check and a blank slate, then, I think that the Giants are in pretty good shape here.
Jordan, do you get the sense, though, that the Giants are going to be willing to do whatever it takes? Because it feels like if he decides to go to Miami, it's because, Stephen Ross has said, hey, this is your whole franchise. Are the Giants willing to do that?
Yeah, what's whatever it takes, though?
Hey, I don't want to work with Joe Schoen.
I think if it came down to that, that's something they could work out. If it comes down to, okay, we're going to reshape and redo our whole entire football operation and tear it down, I'm not sure if that's something that they're willing to do. We don't know. I don't think that's a point that they've gotten to yet, but I do have my reservations that they if that's the case, that they would do that.
So you have reservations that they might not go all the way to finish this thing. If he gave an ultimatum of like, listen, I will take the job if I get to put my people in place, you think that could hinder this getting done?
I don't know the answer to that. I do have reservations to think that the Giants are just basically willing to tear down, a structure that they believe in, like 100%. With the general manager being above the coach, they've always believed in that, and then their whole football operations and basically scrap it and start over. Like that's why they kept Joe Schoen, right? That's one of the big reasons. They didn't want to just tear the entire structure that they have in the building and that they've had for years and tear that down. So I don't know. I don't think anybody knows the answer to that, and I don't think they've gotten to the point where they've been faced with that decision.
Jordan, how willing, and I don't know if you can even answer this question, but just like give me your best guess, is Kevin Stefanski going to be willing to wait? Right? Is there a chance that this goes sideways and Stefanski takes, a different job because he feels like the Giants want John Harbaugh, and then Harbaugh ends somewhere else, and you don't get Stefanski or Harbaugh?
Sure, that's always a risk, but I don't think these. I think they have some time here. I don't think that they have to worry about it. They're still right because there's still this whole group of coordinators that haven't even been able to interview yet, right? And I think the process in general, the NFL has created guardrails to slow the process down in general. So I think for the most part, they'll be able to take their time in that regard, and like at least I think until the end of next week, you could kind of make it work. But yeah, eventually you there is a possibility you can end up where you have to make a decision. Say, hey, we got to gauge you have to make an informed decision. Okay, we have to gauge what do we think our chances are with John Harbaugh, and at that point, do we just have to pivot and make the move right there? Because remember, I'll take you back, and I know you guys, this is like almost laughable in retrospect now, but remember Ben McAdoo. He went and interviewed with Philadelphia, and the Eagles were interested. And all of a sudden, the Giants just sped up their process and dropped it. And next thing you know, Ben McAdoo was hired.
Yeah, thanks for that, Jordan. Appreciate that. Is this a two-team race? Like if Harbaugh is not the head coach of the Dolphins or the Giants, you'd be surprised?
No, I don't think that's necessarily the case. I think there's some other options that could emerge from this weekend. What if something happens in Green Bay? You hear some little rumblings like Matt LaFleur might not be there long term. So I think there are other possibilities out there. Tennessee is still an intriguing option, I think, because they do have Cam Ward. Right? Remember, like I said, the quarterback in Jackson Dart is their advantage. Well, Cam Ward is a fairly good-looking young quarterback as well. A lot of people, I think, believe that they could work with him. So I do think there are other options that Harbaugh is going to consider here, and that's kind of what I've been told.
Jordan, I mean, Giants fans, and you're looking at the biggest one, or was, then quit sports, and now he's back. Now he's back.
I'm back. He's injected life into me,
one
Jordan.
day, right?
One day, that was it. And then he heard, Harbaugh gets fired, and all of a sudden he's the happiest guy in the world. But he's got
also, why does he look so small?
I'm little.
Yeah, he's a little guy. Because he's got so worked up. Should he be disappointed if it's not Harbaugh and it's Stefanski? Because I feel like Giants fans have got themselves so worked up that if it ends up being Stefanski, they're going to be upset about it for a minute.
Yeah, I think. Well, look, I think this is just the way that it's, that society is and sports is today. But the reality is, once there's a new coach, no matter who it is, people are going to feel good about it and buy into it. It'll just take some time. But yeah, I think the initial reaction could be, harsh. They can't get it done. Look, but it would be if they can't get John Harbaugh, it probably is an indictment on the organization a little bit. I mean, it's a little hit to the ego, and I don't think there's any way around it. But look, this isn't the New York Giants where they're just like automatically everyone's like, I want to go to the New York Giants, right? We've seen it even like with Matt Patricia before, like several years back. I think he ultimately, he never got offered the Giants job, but he would have chosen Detroit over the Giants.
It's amazing that a guy would ever take Detroit over the Giants, but I guess this is where we are, huh? All right,
there are reasons for it, right? Like you can go to other places and feel like you have more say and
more autonomy,
and more control.
Right now, if not Harbaugh, is Stefanski the guy you look at, or is this still very wide open in your mind?
Yeah, I think Stefanski's probably next in line at this point. But look, I think this is still a process, and they said it was going to be a wide-ranging process, and I think we're still in the midst of it. I think there'll be some coordinators that have an opportunity to come in and impress them as well. Antonio Pierce comes into the – there's other people that have an opportunity, and so I don't think it's a slam dunk that it's just like, all right, it's going Harbaugh and Stefanski. I mean, that seems like the likelihood at this point. But what if Chris Shula comes in next week and absolutely blows them away?
Mm-hmm.
Or Jesse Minter absolutely comes in next week and blows them away. I think those are still distinct possibilities. So I'm leaving the door open for those as well.
I just have a hard time believing, like with what happened last season, right? 100th anniversary, from the jerseys to Hard Knocks to Saquon, and then you followed up this year with another nine game losing streak, 2 wins. You win 2 meaningless games. You had the first overall pick, then you don't, and now to potentially lose John Harbaugh, because you're right. I mean, the Dolphins' job is not a better job. They don't get the quarterback there. I mean, if they move off of 2 at $67 million on their cap for next year, there's a lot of negatives to that job. If they don't get John Harbaugh because they're not willing to change how they do things, as if the way they've done things is working so well, would be crazy to me.
Yeah, I get it, but I mean, there's a lot that goes into that. You're basically saying we're going to give you the whole entire organization. I mean, that's. Not everyone's totally willing to do that. I don't know if the Giants are willing to do that, to be honest with you. So
but Jordan, look at the whole entire organization. Look at what it's been. It's been a train wreck. It's been a disaster. They had one whiff of playoff success in the last more than a decade. So you say, willing to give him the whole organization. I don't care what anybody says, he's a future Hall of Fame coach that is available right now. So if it means that you have to go out of your comfort zone a little bit, then it means you have to go out of your comfort zone a little bit.
I agree. we just haven't seen the Giants ever do that. So let's see if they're willing to do it. I don't think anyone knows the answer to that, right? I think that's the big question here. Are they willing to just give carte blanche to the entire organization to a head coach? They've never done it before. That's just the history of it, right? Even Tom Coughlin.
This would be the time, though.
Tom Coughlin, I understand. We haven't seen it. We haven't gotten to the point where that we've 100%, and I think they probably would to a certain degree. Like I do think that's if where this could be headed, but until we see it, it remains a question, right?
Yeah. All right, Jordan. On last one from me, and this is a Dave kind of question, but I feel like I have to ask you. Gut feeling right now. Who do you think the coach ends up being?
I don't know. I don't even want to answer that because every time I do this, then I get aggregated and it says, "Hey, look, Raanan said they're hiring this guy," and then when this guy doesn't get hired, I told you.
That's why we do it.
I know.
Yeah, we do it just to embarrass.
So I'm not even going there at this time. Won't do it.
All right, that's nice. Good for you. Good for you. Anything else you want to share with us? Any predictions from this weekend?
No, I think I'm good. We're rooting here in this household for Josh Allen and the Bills because little Brody, that's the only team in sport that he kind of gravitates to at this point. So
if you said to Brody, "Hey, listen, we're gonna have a play date for you Sunday 1:00," would he be like, "No, we're not. I got Josh Allen's game."
Nah, he wouldn't say that.
No.
Nah.
Look at the disappointment on his face. What are you trying to do to this poor guy?
I'm not trying to do anything. I'm trying to have a conversation with a friend.
Yeah, I mean, he knows that he asks Alexa all the time what time the Bills play, but I still think, it's more like, just peek at the TV, finish, and move on.
So he won't be fully invested in the game. He'll just be interested in what's kind of happening.
Yeah, kind of. I think that's how it's going to play out.
Jordan, who do you think on our show, me, Dave, RJ, or Raymond, would be best at giving birth?
And the whole process leading up to the birth.
Yes.
Like the visits, the taking the right medicines, all that.
Jeez. Rick takes like 1,000 things every morning, right?
Right.
He can handle that. Dave was pretty good with the back. He wasn't a big complainer. I'll give him a lot of credit on that. He was basically unable to move forever, right?
It was
he kind of powered through that.
Yeah.
RJ's the super organizer, so I hope he'll have everything planned out. That doesn't say RJ.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, you didn't even. Both RJ and I voted for Ray.
Ray.
Yeah, we voted for Ray.
Ray's like
he's so competent. He's used to getting no sleep.
Yeah, but he's the most furthest from that. I'm interested in that part of life. He's
very fertile, also.
What's that?
Very fertile.
Yeah, Ray's too busy, too much work. He'll be up too late at night. He's not made for that.
No?
Yeah. I mean, he sleeps like 2 hours a day.
How do you feel the fact that the ass man got everyone presents and you did nothing?
Yeah, that's a real hit to the core right there. Like, that's some high level ass kissing that I never got to. That just didn't even cross my mind to do that.
Would you say he's playing the game better than you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, look, you got you guys all talking about him on the air. He's such a good guy. You almost forgot that he forgot to show up for a show. All you got to do is give gifts, drop some money, and that's like, hey, what did he do again? Sorry, forgot about that.
It doesn't hurt. What's worse, showing up an hour late for a show or just showing up for a different show that you're not scheduled to do?
See, I still keep taking blame for that. I never agreed to do the other show. I agreed to do the morning show. So I fight back this narrative that I just showed up for a show that I wasn't planned to do.
So you're saying that the boss, John, doesn't really know what he's doing, and you.
Well, I don't think those words came out of my mouth. That came out of your mouth.
No. I mean, you tell me. It sounds like you're telling us he didn't give clear direction. That's why you should.
The only thing I could say is, as far as what I know, and when I go and I looked at my records, I came to the show that I agreed to do. Now, there were a lot of hints that I was not the right show, but that's a completely different story for a different day.
You're too much.
See, I can't run away from it. If I gave you guys all nice sweatshirts with your favorite team, maybe you wouldn't remember that anymore.
No, I would.
You wouldn't be bringing that up.
I would forever.
Dave would wear it. He has like a 3 sweatshirt rotation.
Yeah.
I mean, that instantly goes into the rotation.
Yeah, I need it. You give me a nice quarter zip or a beautiful giant sweatshirt. Oh, right into the rotation.
Yeah,
it could hit leadoff.
I really missed an opportunity of paying.
That could be your number one starter. That could be the ace of your staff.
It definitely could. All right, Jordan, we love you. Continued success. You're really a burgeoning star at ESPN, and we will talk to you soon.
You're the best, Dave.
All
you too, Rick.
Nice, thanks.
He didn't mean that. He meant Dave, I love you the most, and oh yeah, you're also there. That's what he meant.
That's great.
Yeah. Bye, Jordan. That was the Jordan Raanan Report, brought to you by Bet365. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. It's funny. It's like, shouldn't they do this? Shouldn't they do this? He's like, I agree with you guys, but it doesn't necessarily mean that's what they're going to do.
Well, but again, I mean, it goes back to I think the fear for you and a lot of Giants fans when they kept Joe Schoen is like, is there a chance that this prohibits us from getting the best coach available? And if that turns out to be the case because they don't want to turn the franchise over to John Harbaugh because that's just not how we do things, well, explain to me how you're doing things now has worked so well.
It
Show me
hasn't.
the success. Like that was the whole why they hired Dave Gettleman, right? He's been in the building. He knows how we do things.
He knows how we do things. Well, maybe how you do things sucks.
Maybe that's the problem.
Yeah, exactly that. Maybe you need to get away from the way you do things and start doing things a different way.
Right. Let's do things like they were doing them in Baltimore because that seems to be working well.
Yeah. Let's mimic one of the most consistently successful teams in the sport. Not a team that every year it's like, hey, guess what, guys? We end the season on a 2-game winning streak because we beat the Raiders. Here we go.
Yeah, let me get to the point, and I know we keep saying this, but let me get to the point where the Giants fan base is complaining about the coach not being able to win championships with their MVP quarterback. How can you have Jackson Dart's won 2 MVPs? You can't win a Super Bowl with him. Let's get to that point. Let's have those fun conversations as opposed to we don't want to win games in week 17 and 18.
Right.
As we're trying to root for losses.
I tell you though, man, if they are able to hire Harbaugh, I feel like it flips on its ear. I feel like all of a sudden this organization does a complete 180.
I think it's immediately one of the teams that you would point to.
Yes.
That goes from 4 to being a playoff team, or the expectation is to be a playoff team.
Yeah. I think it would make listen, in all seriousness, it would make like the whole how desperately I wanted the first pick, maybe even the second pick to get 5. That would be a side story because I got the coach and I know I have the coach.
Right, but it's why a lot of people would point to you didn't need the first pick because you got the quarterback. Right, again, that was part of Don's argument, wasn't it? Was that you already have the quarterback, so you didn't need the first overall pick, which is still, it's not great, not a great argument, but he wants to believe that all the experience that Jackson Dart got, late in the season, 17 and 18 against 2 teams that stink and one that wasn't trying, is really going to carry over.
I don't understand how that's great. Like playing the Chargers in week 4, that's great experience.
Great. Denver, great.
National TV, Thursday night, beating the Eagles, that's great experience. Going to Denver, going through trials and tribulations, blowing a game that you should have won, having to deal with that's great experience. Beating the Raiders who have laid down dead, I don't see it. I don't get it.
No, listen, the more opportunities you have to get yourself prepared to play an NFL game or an NHL game, like that's all great experience, and it helps you feel more comfortable, like your routine starts to set, like all those different things, but like it's not going to be the difference between, Jackson Dart getting off to a great start next season or not. Like
playing, getting more reps, sure, that's great.
No, what would help?
Got more reps and still lost.
Right, but you know what would help Jackson Dart? A couple extra players, like more talent would help Jackson Dart.
That's right.
More than the wins.
If he had a new guard or tackle, like the kid Mawanoa from Miami.
Right, like if I could now all of a sudden, how about that though? Like, what if that happens? Where it's like you go through the process and you decide that, you know what? As much as we want to trade this pick, we feel like we got a guy that could be the next Penei Sewell and put him at right tackle, and now I got Andrew Thomas at left and this guy at right. Right? That's how good this kid could potentially be.
It's possible.
I don't know if that ends up being the case, but at least you have the opportunity to do that. Or you say, you know what? I'll take the extra first-round pick and whatever else comes along with trading down, and that guy's going to turn into another wide receiver or this, because that's what he needs. He's got the experience now. He needs talent around him. That's what's
right.
going to take him to the next level.
And I don't think there's no talent. Like Neighbors is a legitimate talent. I don't know what happens with Wandale. I think Theo Johnson is, borderline somebody that you can believe is going to be something. I mean, Scadaboo and Tracy, talented running back. So I don't think there's Andrew Thomas is stud left tackle. I think we're moving in that direction. Like, the reason the Giants stunk this year wasn't because of the offense, amazingly.
No, and that was why we would say, like, why is Shane Bowen still have a job? Like, Daves, don't you like this job? You finally got your quarterback. Why you're gonna risk being fired because you don't want to fire Shane Bowen? That seems crazy. And then you saw the difference when Shane Bowen got fired. Brian Daboll might have saved his job had he made that decision after the Denver game.
But why would he not make that decision?
I guess because, what did Jordan say? That he doesn't want to get the reputation for just rifling through coaches?
All right, but, you did all these things. This is the last straw. This is the last card I have to play. This is the last thing. Well, that was it. You had already used the Jackson Dart. We can get him in there, get him experience. We see what he looks like. He looked great. You're blowing games. What else did you have?
Well, you already had a point where people were questioning your, I don't know if integrity is the right word. Maybe it is. But like that you're willing to sacrifice the long-term health of your quarterback just to save your job, which I don't think was the case. But still, like if that's the conversation, you're not willing to fire an awful defensive coordinator?
It was very strange. You're listening to DiPietro and Rothenberg on WHSQ, WCBS FM HD2 in New York. I have an email I could read you, or we could get right to Around the League. You tell me.
I also have a question I'd like to ask you guys because I'm taking a lot of heat right now.
Why don't you ask your question?
All right, so I had a conversation yesterday at school that, I can't. I'm wearing a black sweatshirt today, but I can't wear black. Like if I have to be up early, I can't put a black shirt on or a navy blue on shirt by myself because I get deodorant on it because I just can't do it.
This, yes.
And then I can't wake up Cassie because I've tried that and said, hey, psst, can you help me with the shirt? Because she gets rattled. It's like 4:00 in the morning. I shouldn't.
Are you also confused how the deodorant gets on there all the time?
Yes. So I talked about this yesterday. And I said, I'm going to put the deodorant on first kind of person. I just can't do it second for whatever reason. And I got chastised. Oh, you got to put it on second then.
I can't. So they want you to put your shirt on and then go under the shirt? And no.
I can't do it.
No.
But
animals do that. No, you can't do that.
RJ, Ray, are you guys deodorant first or second?
No, you have to be first.
No, never deodorant second. Who does that?
RJ, you're a deodorant first guy, right?
Yeah, that's the routine. You can't change the routine.
No.
You're just going to live with the results.
That's the right way. There's a right way and there's a wrong way.
Yeah, but do you have issues, though, with dark shirts getting deodorant on them?
You know what's funny?
I do not.
When I was younger, I used to have this issue where I'd put on like a T-shirt after I put on deodorant, and then I'd look at like the side, like, well, how did that get there?
Oh, yeah, white stripes on the side of it.
But I, for some reason, I don't have that issue anymore. But I relate and I feel for you.
It just limits the. I mean, I have only so many choices.
Could you try? Could you deodorize?
I can't do it. I've tried. I can't.
No.
Well, how do you put your shirt on? Do you just put your arms through it and then?
No, I have to. I got to try to like stretch it out now to get it over the area.
You could do like alligator arms and not put your arms up in the air.
I can't. There's no way I'm getting my shirt in like that. How am I getting my shirt over me like that?
Could you deodorize? Put the shirt on, go in front of the mirror and see if it took, and if it took, great. And if not, then you switch to the other shirt.
Yeah, I've done that. I've tried that. But now at 4:00 in the morning, I'm rifling through because that shirt's done. I can't wear that shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And now I got to go back to, just a whatever, like light white, whatever it is.
These are not easy problems.
It's a problem though. But I'm glad you guys are deodorant first guys. Okay, that's good.
Just common sense.
Absolutely. I think if you're not a deodorant first guy, you should seek help probably. No,
I didn't want to know what you were going to say.
I'm glad we clarified this.
Yeah, that's good. Good stuff.
You want to hear this email before we go around the league?
I'd love to.
I think you'll like it. Dave, I listen to your show often, and I'm constantly inspired by your incredible ability to fight through adversity and get the job done. This week, I got the flu. I wanted to lay down and do nothing, and I thought to myself, WWDD. What would Dave do? I remembered recently you fighting for your life during a show, sick out of your mind while RJ and Ray, they poked fun at you. Rick left the show for a bit, but you fought Dave. And in the end, you prevailed. You're exactly what's kept me going this week. Dave, I'm not feeling well. I'm under the weather, but I'm battling because I'm a trooper. Dave, please play the drop, I'm a hero, because you're an inspiration to all of us. And I know I'll get through this illness because of you. Best always, Paul.
Signed, Dave.
I'm a hero! There you go, Paul. For you and people like you out there.
Why does when you read an email like that, your voice changes?
What do you mean?
Well, you know what I mean. Everyone knows what I mean.
This is the voice that I was born with. Blame God. I can't do anything about it.
Thanks, Dave, when you battled. No, we know what you're doing.
It's very heartfelt.
Yeah.
It's an emotional email. It's a man that recognizes what I go through, the trials, the tribulations, the pain.
and you're still dealing with the cough. That thing won't go away.
I mean, maybe it's a forever cough.
Maybe you're the one who should deal with the childbirth. Maybe you can handle it. Such a battler, such a warrior, such a fighter.
I did receive this, which I think you maybe agree with. David Carlson, if the pregnancy was a competition, you would win out of absolute spite.
Yep.
Just to prove
I agree
you
with
could
that.
win.
Totally agree with that.
Yeah.
I completely agree with that. If we told you couldn't, you would be yes.
Right.
Yeah, you do.
Is there anyone more spiteful that you know than me?
No. No, like America runs on Duncan.
Yep.
That Dave runs on spite.
Yeah, runs on it.
That's
RJ?
Hi.
You've been so quiet today.
Yeah, you suck today. You had your Buffalo Sabres win last night. You're at the game. You had your T-shirt on, and you're just nothing today. No, you got no spunk.
I got all kinds of spunk.
Not really. How was the game last night?
It was a great time.
That's Ray, can you cut that for me?
No.
Thanks.
No.
I got spunk all over the place.
Oh, no.
Yes. Oh, no. I'll need all of that. Thank you.
Oh, no, stop.
It was a great game. I'm sorry about what's going on with your hockey organization.
Were you going to say horrible?
I thought about it.
Yeah.
He's not wrong.
I don't want to call them horrible, but
they stink.
Well,
Right.
because
I didn't even think they played that awful last night.
Here's no. I mean, there was a stretch there where they were peppering the net.
You want the personification of the Rangers season. And I told Rick this before. Like that third period, they played great. They battled. They got so many opportunities. They were 1 goal down, and then they get a double minor when Trocheck takes the high stick. You think, okay, this is it. They're going to score on this power
Right, and then
play.
they allow the goal.
And they give up the goal right away. I mean, right away.
Not a great goal.
That defines the Rangers.
Well, you guys were looking at a stretch too.
Terrible goal.
You were looking at a stretch where even if you didn't score on the double minor, I mean, you were gonna pull quick, and you were looking at a 5.5 minute power play. So at some point, you'd think one's got to go in.
Nope.
What do you want me to say? All I asked is if you had a nice time.
I'm sure he had a great time.
I did. I listened.
And I saw you visited Raymond.
Actually, I visited him.
Oh.
Yeah, saw Raymond, saw Don. It was a lovely time.
I still don't know what that means.
Don?
Sweet?
Yeah, you don't know who I saw.
You saw Don LaGreca.
No.
You saw Dawn.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Dawn.
Not Dawn.
You'll probably never see.
That's how
Don,
it sounds to me.
You'll probably never see Don LaGreca at a Rangers game that doesn't involve the Devils ever again.
Yeah, probably not.
Well, I actually texted Don.
Don?
Don.
LaGreca.
2 days ago because whenever
it's Don.
Because I always used to sit with him when he was doing pre and post at this annual game up on the Chase Bridge. But I said, I'll miss you on this pilgrimage. But here's the hard part about where I'm at, and Jets fans one day, hopefully we'll eventually get there, is you want to believe like it's happening right now. It could all end tomorrow. Buffalo could go.
Why, RJ? Why would you have that tact? Like your team is competent. They're
what are you? You're 12-1 in your last 13, right?
They've got talent.
Yeah, they're rolling.
They've got
so jump into it.
No, but
Don't be
that's the hard.
He's scared.
Yeah,
he's scared.
That's the hard part. If I start, that's why I caught myself. I start throwing around, calling other teams horrible things like that. The Rangers, law of averages says we'll figure it out. Law of averages says the Sabres will, whatever they have figured out, will at some point cease to have it figured out.
You are a playoff team right now.
Yeah, our second wild card team.
Halfway through the season, you are a playoff team right now. So embrace it.
Listen, I'm as in as I've been.
Scared of it?
I'm very fearful of it. Very.
He's got spunk all over the place. He loves it.
Got an Olympian in Tage. Come on, you're good. Just embrace it.
Listen, I'm embracing.
Well, your sports life is good now, huh?
Well, it's good for now.
Sabres, Niners, Yankees, Knicks. You're a winner.
We'll see how Sunday goes.
Speaking of NHL, quick, because we're going around the league in the NFL. Anyone paying attention to what McDavid's been doing lately?
Breaking news, McDavid. Good.
Everything.
He's got his last 18 games. He's got 41 points in his last 18 games.
Yes, he's good.
41 and 18, huh?
41 points in 18
That's Gretzky
games.
numbers.
Yeah, he's got what it looks like.
It's Anthony Duclair numbers.
18 goals and 23 assists
in his last 18 games.
Yeah.
Wow. That's good.
He's so good, man.
I don't know how you say his name. Cerulli Borenstein.
Sure. Okay.
Borenstein?
Borenstein is the
they
last
said
name.
Borenstein. That'd be a tough name.
Yeah, boring would be tough. Well, Cerulli's not exactly. But anyway, tell Rick to put his head through the shirt first, then put his arms through.
I've
this
tried
will
it
solve
all.
the deodorant problem.
No,
that's usually what I do. That's kind of why I was asking.
I've actually tried. This is my new thing now. I will put the deodorant on, let it set, give it a couple seconds.
Yeah.
Then I'll put a different T-shirt on first, and then take that one off.
Yeah, let that. No, why don't you wear a T-shirt under the sweatshirt? Let that one take the shrapnel and then put on the sweatshirt nice and clean.
No, I do that, but I'm just saying like a shirt, like a regular shirt. Like if I wanted to wear like a long sleeve black shirt.
You know what I think you should do?
What?
Put on the deodorant and then blow dry under your armpits.
I've tried that. I did try that.
No, you haven't.
I swear to you, I tried that. I still couldn't do it.
Boy, would I love to see that.
You want me to video it? I'll show you. I'll do it.
No, I'm good. Cerulli also says Rick would be the worst pregnant person. Who knows what would cramp up with his morning sickness?
No, he's already told you.
It's a good point. You guys are all making great points.
I think it's a great question.
I think it's a good question. I would be high risk also. I think everyone makes. Maybe I was wrong.
We'd all be high risk.
Maybe it's not me. Oh, RJ would be less high risk than us. We're older than RJ is.
I'd have to be like in a bubble. I'd be tremendously at 52. I'd be like a 2020 feature.
It'd be
the man who gave birth to the child at 52.
Well, I think you could just stop at the man that gave birth.
At this point, I'd be 53. I'm 53 in a couple months. I get pregnant tomorrow. I'm 53.
Yeah, I think age is less the relevance.
Yeah, I think age is less the story than the man gives birth.
Or just man pregnant would be quite the story, right?
Yeah. Yeah. All right, RJ, what's going on around the league?
Oh, now you want to.
Hang on.
Now you want to.
Hang on. I got a piece of news, legitimate news. Harbaugh's waiting until Monday until he even starts arranging interviews for next week.
He's taking his daughter back to school, I thought, right?
Back to law school.
Mm-hmm. Which I believe is in Florida. Is that right?
He's taking
for him.
Taking the weekend off.
Okay. So Monday we'll start to probably get some information trickling. All right, RJ, go ahead. Take us around the league.
It's time to go around the league.
Oh, yes, it's brought to you by Boost Mobile. We begin our journey Saturday, 4:30, the Carolina Panthers. If there was ever a team built for a Saturday wildcard weekend playoff game, it would be the Panthers. These Panthers specifically. They play host to the number 5 seeded LA Rams. Rams expecting Devontae Adams to return. Has not played since week 15. Rams have missed him, but they've missed him most in the red zone. 9 of his, by the way, still led the league in touchdown receptions, did Devontae Adams, despite missing some time down the stretch. 14 of them, and 9 of them came in goal-to-goal situations. The Panthers have allowed only 5 passing touchdowns in goal-to-goal situations this season, which is the best in the NFL. So we shall see what wins out there. Carolina, they already beat the Rams, as many know, back in Week 13. And to do so again, you'd think they'd try to replicate what they did on the ground, which is run the ball 40 times for 164 yards. Bryce Young also had 3 touchdowns in that game. 2 of them came on 4th down, if you remember. The Panthers just kept going for it, and it worked out in the end. Rams rank 2nd in run block win rate. What does that mean in this game? Panthers are 32nd. That's last to you and me. In run-stop win rate. So you assume the Rams will run the ball heavily in this game, or at least attempt to. Rams by 10.5 is your number.
All right, so I'll start with this one. I know we saw Carolina win earlier in the year. Of all the games that we're going to see this weekend, this would be the one that would stun you the most. I mean, a lot of people, you included, Rick, have the Rams going to the Super Bowl. I don't see this as a game that Carolina really has much chance to win. I think you could even make the argument it's a blessing in disguise they lost to them earlier in the year, because now they know that this team could get them if they don't play their best football. I don't think they've played their best football, and I wonder if you can just ratchet it up. Devontae Adams coming back, like you mentioned, that's huge. Their defense has not been as good later in the season as it was earlier in the season. All that being said, if this is a game that with 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter is competitive, I think I'd be surprised.
Well, I think it's going to depend, right? I mean, who knows if it could be Matthew Stafford. It sounds like he's going to win the MVP. Drake May also puts himself in that conversation. But, I mean, if Stafford turns the football over, I mean, Carolina,
well, of course,
will be able to keep it close. But it feels like one of those games where it's going to be less about if Carolina can beat the Rams and more if the Rams play one of those games where they could potentially beat themselves. Here's a couple interesting things for you guys. So, the Panthers this year, minus 69 point differential, which is the fourth worst point differential for a playoff team ever. Here's where this is the weird part about this. So the other three teams that had the worst point differentials all won their first round playoff games. Okay? Here's the second part of this. This is for the picks. Since 1968, playoff road favorites of at least 4.5 points are 0-7 against the spread.
Wow.
Ooh.
So take that little nugget.
Wow. That's a lot.
And the Panthers this season have been double-digit underdogs twice and are 2-0. The rest of the NFL is 0-30.
I will say, those are great stats. I've seen some similar ones. I will not be picking this game. With the numbers,
you're going to punt on this game.
Scared to death of that number. Yeah.
I tell you this though, it feels like all the experts like the Panthers plus the points in this game.
I think I'll tell you right now, but I think most of the I think to that point, I think a lot of the money when I was checking this morning is on the points with the Panthers.
10.5 is a gigantic.
But you guys all agree, right?
66% of the money.
Stunned if the Panthers won this game.
Yes,
stunned if they won. Yeah.
Yes. Saturday, 8:00. Bears are the number 2 seed. They welcome in optically this should be a beautiful thing. They welcome in the number 7 seeded Packers. Let's talk about the Packers for a second.
Let's.
So they're in the playoffs for the third straight season. They've won just one game in the previous 2 combined. Has any team benefited more from the expanded playoffs in the NFL than the Green Bay Packers? You're saying, what do you mean? 2025, that's this year. Packers, as I mentioned, 7 seed. 2024, last year, Packers, 7 seed. 2023, Packers, the
7th seed.
Yeah. So, what's all that mean? Matt LaFleur is looking for a new contract. If not for that 7 seed and its existence over the last half decade, we'd probably have a much different narrative about Matt LaFleur. However, Chicago, they're back in the playoffs. They want to avoid another slow offensive start. They have been outscored 47-21, run 66 fewer plays on offense, have lost the time of possession by 10 minutes, and are 2 for 12 on third down in the first half of their past 3 games. That's all to tell you. They have not started well. And it's been a common thread against the Packers, their 2 games previously for the Bears against Green Bay this year. Chicago has trailed 14-3 and 6-0 at halftime in both regular season games.
Right, and they split, right? The most recent one was
but that was the game. You had the game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, but you had that game that you stole.
Right.
The one the Bears won that they shouldn't have won.
The very well-rested Green Bay Packers are favored by 1.5 on the road.
You want to hear about my maturity level? Can I share this with you quickly?
I love maturity.
Yeah. So Ben's birthday is Monday.
Yep.
But he's going back to school Monday,
Happy
so we can't
birthday,
celebrate. Ben. Yeah, thank you. Can't celebrate Monday. There's the conversation of, will we go out for a dinner this weekend? Can you go out for a dinner on a Saturday night? So I tell you what I'll do. If I can use the water glass as a prop, put my phone up there, I'll go out for dinner on Saturday night.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Maturity.
Tell me that this is not tremendous.
No, it's
growth.
not.
Maturity at its finest.
It's not maturity at its finest. It is the bar.
Are you not picking up my sarcasm?
Yes, I hope so. I hope you're being sarcastic.
What do you mean
the
sarcastic?
Bar is this is going from Dave Gettleman to Joe Schoen is what it's going to. It's your son's birthday.
Nice at all.
Tape the game. That's maturity.
Why would I? Because here's the thing.
Your kids leave it on Monday.
Well, I can watch that game.
No, you can't.
Know everything going on and have full conversation with everyone at that table.
No, you're not present. You're not really present.
You don't know.
I know exactly. You're not present.
Just
RJ,
like there,
please,
present.
RJ,
I'm
be the adult.
multitasking like nobody's business.
RJ, be the adult in the room. Please tell them that this is not the ultimate sign of maturity, please.
Well, here's why I don't think it is.
RJ, you know this is wildly impressive.
I mean, I guess for Dave.
Well, here's the hard part, though.
You know what, Ray? You go away. What do you mean? I guess for Dave.
It'd be like, you know what this is? It's like the equivalent of someone like Carlin bringing up on the radio. This is the highest level of physical fitness. I did 1 sit-up.
Poor Carlin.
Like,
Carlin happens to be in the studio.
Analogy.
Don't bring me into your crap.
Yeah. I did a push-up.
Carlin, I'm sorry.
I don't know that you are, but that's all right.
I'm tremendously sorry.
Boy, you never know. He just pops out of nowhere. He's always listening. Like
By the way, Rick, I was going to say that you were the one that would give birth the best, but no, out.
No, he wouldn't.
Screw you.
You'd
be whining the whole way.
He would weep.
Hey, Carlin, good luck with your pregnancy.
I've been pregnant for 31 years.
What are you having?
Well,
this is
chicken
nasty.
cutlets.
This is nasty. Well, here's the thing that we'll say about this. Maybe we'll actually say something about the game after this. But the thing with you, Dave, you know the game's going to be on everywhere. It's an NFL playoff game. Well, actually,
That's not true.
I want this. Is this the prime game?
Yes.
So you do worry about that when you're out in public. So maybe not.
No, I'm going to have my phone on the table watching the game because I'm very considerate of others.
I don't think that. What?
That screams being considerate. You're an idiot.
He's there, but he's not present. Like
all
you
right,
said.
here, fun.
I'll be very present.
Hey, fun nugget. I got all sorts of nuggets today. Okay. So, you got Chicago with Caleb Williams, right, making his first playoff start.
Correct.
You got Drake May making his first playoff start.
I
You
heard
got
this.
Bryce Young making his first playoff start.
Yep.
Here's the interesting part about this. Since 2021, quarterbacks that make their playoff starting debut in a home game are 4-0. Interesting little nugget.
Yeah, and the Bears are home, and they are getting points. They get
Bears
a
are home
point and a
getting
half
points.
in this one.
Yeah.
The Packers, both of these defenses leave a lot to be desired. When they lost Micah Parsons, they lost so much off that defense. Green Bay has limped to the finish line. Chicago played an awful game last week, had like a 5-minute stretch where they forced their way back into the game and then lost that game. This is a flip of the coin for me. I mean, I think I would probably go with the team that has the playoff experience if I had to pick, but I have no real feeling about this game. Do you?
Well, my only feeling would be that you feel like they did split. I understand that, but Green Bay should have won. Green Bay should have won that second.
Green Bay
game.
should have won both. I'll tell you what, though. If Chicago can run the football effectively, I think that would be a massive advantage for them. And they do.
Right, but I think that
between Swift and Monunga, they have two guys that are really good.
No, and their offensive line is really good. But, I mean, on the other side of this thing, Chicago's defense. You just saw what Detroit did against Chicago's defense. Like, that defense, it works if they turn the other team over. So if you tell me that Jordan Love's going to have a couple interceptions or there's going to be a couple fumbles, then I would probably take Chicago. But it's tough to gauge where Green Bay's at. They've been bad. No one's played. Jordan Love hasn't played in a couple weeks. It sounds like Josh Jacobs feels healthy, which is good. And then on the other side of it, Chicago is home, and they'll be able to run, which travels. But the slow starts RJ mentioned, and I don't know, like, is Caleb Williams going to be able to have that magic late in this game? Because he has been good. He has been good late in games, makes big plays. But
is it Caleb Williams having the magic, or is it Ben Johnson?
Well, he's still got to execute it. It's probably both.
No,
but
it's Williams. It's Williams.
Could also be
a lot of credit for that.
He's a frustrating player, man.
Some weather.
Very.
Could be some weather stuff.
Weather stuff.
Nobody loves the weather stuff like you.
Watch out for the weather stuff. Could be a little bit. Let's move to Sunday. Jacksonville. I'm very intrigued to watch this game. Number 3 seed.
This is my most interesting game.
I would agree with you. They host the number 6.
Amazing that you guys would have this game as the most interesting. Of course it is. Everyone has it.
I don't know if that's true.
I don't like your tone.
I don't know if that's true. I think Bears-Packers is very interesting.
Very interesting.
Come on, Bears-Packers. I'll get to see that again for the 9 millionth time.
Actually,
It's only the third time in the playoffs.
Number 6.
I hope the water glass falls on your phone and short circuits.
Oh no!
How
about that?
I hope you get Braxton Hicks.
That's why.
Those are slight contractions.
Yeah, but you know what? You'll go to the hospital for no reason.
Well, Sean McDermott.
I'm not actually pregnant.
He's going to try to do something in this game he's never done before. That is win a road playoff game. Bills 0-5 on the road in the playoffs under Sean McDermott.
I don't like that.
The Jags have the top-ranked run defense in all of the league. They will take on the NFL's leading rusher. That's James Cook. Jags did not allow a 100-yard rusher all season, and James Cook has been held to 90 yards or fewer in 4 of the Bills' 5 losses. So you can see where this is going if there's a path to victory for the Jags. And how about this for you? Brad Allen, he's the head ref and his crew for this game. His crew threw the fewest flags per game this season. Reason that's relevant? The Jags were the 3rd most penalized team in the league. The Bills were the 6th fewest penalized team, so they don't need a ton of help there, but the Jags do. Bills favored on the road by 1.5.
Listen, if you took the quarterbacks away from these two teams, you'd probably say that Jacksonville's by far the better team. And Lawrence has played well, but Josh Allen is at a different level than probably anybody almost in the NFL. Buffalo, and I think people lose sight of this, like their offense is predicated on the run game. Josh Allen, as great as he is, and he's unbelievable, they can't be one-dimensional. They have to be able to run the football with James Cook. If they can't, they will lose this game. That being said, they run the ball really well. Jacksonville stops the run. That, to me, is the X factor of this football game. I think Jacksonville will move the football. I think they'll score points. Can Buffalo move the ball, run the ball, and outscore them? To me, is the big question in this one.
Well, here's the thing, though. So, I mean, we'll have this conversation probably when we talk about the Chargers and the Patriots. It's kind of like any time you're playing in the playoffs, you're trying to make the team play left-handed, right? You're trying to eliminate their strength. How do we match up? You know, strength against strength and strength against weakness and everything else. So, like, you mentioned Jacksonville's ability to stop the run and how good Buffalo is at running the ball. Which wins out, right? I mean, Buffalo's offensive line in Cook or Jacksonville's defense. On the other side of that is the real weakness with the Buffalo Bills is their run defense. Problem for Jacksonville is they don't run the ball great, right? So, like, I mean, are they really going to be able to exploit Buffalo's biggest weakness? And the other thing I'll say quickly about this, as far as, like, Jacksonville's ability to stop the run in their defense is, the one thing they have a hard time stopping, though, is quarterbacks running. So the stat that I had this morning is the Jaguars have allowed almost 50% of the quarterback rushes to go for 5 or more yards. 48% of the time, if the quarterback runs it, it's for 5 or more yards.
Yeah, which is,
and you know playoff mode.
And you know that Josh Allen loves to run the football and may during the regular season at times not be that guy. You know that on Sunday he's going to be the guy that tucks it and runs if he has to.
Exactly. You're going to see the most desperate version of Josh Allen.
Right, because he needs to win. I mean, you could argue that of the 14 teams in the postseason, there's pressure on no team more than the Buffalo Bills.
Oh, no Burrow, no Mahomes, no Lamar in his way. Huge. Should be wide open.
Hey, RJ?
Yeah?
I have an idea.
Okay.
Tell me what you think about this.
Okay.
Oh, go to break?
Yeah, because I don't want to rush around the league. Why don't we go to break, come back, do more around the league, and then in the segment following that, do the frenzy?
This is historic.
But is it not genius?
I think it is.
I think so as well. Let's take the break, come back from the break, continue around the league into the frenzy. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Presented by Robinhood.
He crosses, spins, pulls up.
With Robinhood Prediction Markets, buy or sell your predictions all game long. No house odds, just you versus the market. Put your sports IQ to work. Trade every shot, block, steal, run, and moment that shifts the game. With Robinhood Prediction Markets, trade every play. Visit Robinhood.com/predict to start trading. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
Everyone needs to take care of their mental health, even running back Bijan Robinson.
When I'm on the field and feeling the pressure, I usually just take a deep breath. When I'm just breathing and seeing what's in front of me, everything just slows down. It just makes me feel great before I run the play.
Just like Bijan, we all need a strong mental game on and off the field. Make a game plan for your mental health at loveyourmindplaybook.org.
Love your mind.
Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Foundation, the Arthur M. Blank Family Foundation, and the Ad Council.
Make cancer screening a part of your annual healthcare routine. New York Presbyterian offers a full range of cancer screenings, including lung, cervical, prostate, colorectal, breast, and more. Regular cancer screenings could save your life by detecting cancer at its earliest, most treatable stages. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester. Learn more at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever, meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets, so go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
All right, let's see what's happening on the roads this morning. Here is Debbie Duhame.
Hi, Dave, Rick, Ray, and RJ. Hey, guys. Hope you don't have to deal with morning sickness this morning. I'll tell you, you're going to feel sick on the Garden State Parkway northbound. It's bumper to bumper into 144 with an accident in the right lane. Route 1 southbound at Old Post Road in Edison, a car fire being cleared. Troubles continue on the Cross Island North at Hempstead Turnpike with a crash. And the LIE eastbound ramp to the Cross Island, a collision sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance. Got issues with youth through high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports, coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADebZone.org. I'm Debbie Duhaime on 880 ESPN New York.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Bet 360. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply.
Rich Eisen here. LinkedIn Jobs is stepping things up with their new AI assistant so you can feel confident you're finding top talent. Get this. Employees hired through LinkedIn are 30% more likely to stick around for at least a year compared to those hired through the leading competitor. Hire right the first time. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/Eisen, then promote it to use LinkedIn Jobs' new AI assistant, making it easier and faster to find top candidates. That's linkedin.com/Eisen to post your job for free. Terms and conditions apply. And promote it to use LinkedIn Jobs' new AI assistant, making it easier and faster to find top candidates. That's linkedin.com/Eisen to post your job for free. Terms and conditions apply.
Smalls here. Life is full of choices, some big, some small. And when you choose an H&R Block Tax Pro, you're choosing the largest network of tax expertise to be in your corner. For when your big ambitions need help with the small details. For when your six figures come from 6 different places. For when your gaming stream becomes your revenue stream. For when your business's year one needs 70 years of tax know-how. At H&R Block, they've seen it all. And they're here to help you make the most out of your money for life outside the box.
And we continue around the league. Part 1 involved the Bills and the Jaguars. Part 1 involved the Packers and Bears and Rams and Panthers. RJ, I hand it back to you. And hand it back to you with your team, 4:30 on Sunday.
That's a nice lead, and thank you, Dave. So that's where you find the 3 seed, the Philadelphia Eagles hosting the number 6 Niners. I, for one, do not feel great about this. You know, there's actually a different universe because Vic Fangio used to be the DC of the 49ers. And during the 2022 offseason, that was when D'Amico Ryans was about to go to Houston, which he eventually did. The Niners and Shanahan were trying to bring Fangio back. Didn't work out. He goes to Miami. That went poorly. And then he goes to Philadelphia, where he is now in 2024, and that did not go
went poorly also.
That did, well, the Philadelphia part did not go poorly. That's gone very well. And so now Shanahan has to take on the task of trying to score against a Vic Fangio-led defense that ranked 5th in points allowed per game at 19. Kyle Shanahan going against, it's happened, I think, what do we see, 5 times. He has never even gotten to 20 points against the Vic Fangio-led defense, so not a great sign. And to boot, Niners are down all kinds of defensive linemen, linebackers. Trent Williams is a big maybe. In my opinion, he has a better chance to play than Ricky Pearsall, who sounds like he re-aggravated that PCL in his knee, and I would be surprised if he plays at this point. Eagles getting healthier on the other side. They didn't play anyone last week. And they're getting Lane Johnson back. San Francisco has no pass rush. Last in sacks.
You're painting a really desperate picture.
Well, but okay,
bleak even.
Right, but as much as he wants to say that, and that's all great information.
Yep.
Like the Eagles' offense on the other side of this thing is.
That's where I was going. So if there's a road to victory here, it is that the Philadelphia Eagles have put together some of the worst halves of offensive football of the season, of any team. And the Niners, if they get out to a fast start, which they must, they have to play from ahead in this game. There's always that world where Philadelphia and their fans can self-destruct. Because it feels like the fans don't really like this team. It's most of the same players, but they rallied around last year's team. They don't really like this team. They don't like Kevin Patullo. And if Robert Saleh...
They egged the guy's house.
If they can find a way, there's always the Philadelphia fans where this turns from a road game into a home game for the Niners, and they start booing their own team.
And that could happen by the second drive.
Eagles favor, and this number is chugging along here, upward, 5.5.
Right.
It's up to 5.5 now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Opened at 3. Now sits at 5.5. I would have picked the game at 3. 5.5, that's a lot. I don't know that I would do that.
I've been out on this game. I've been not picking this game. We tick up maybe another half point. It might be enough.
Let me quickly, Dave, before you make your point, just because it feels like it's the fitting time to say it. So with Jalen Hurts and Nick Sirianni at home in the playoffs, they are 4-1 against the spread, and they win by an average of 21 points.
Right. The only game that was really all that close was that Rams game last
Rams
year.
game.
In the snow.
Game, yeah. What was their home loss? Do you have any idea?
No, they're 5-0. It's they lost against the spread.
4-1. 4-1 against the spread. 5-0.
5-0, 4-1 against the spread.
Right.
And that was that stat.
Listen, if the Niners were healthy, this would be a game that you'd have circled as maybe the best game of the weekend. They're not. They haven't been all year. It feels like it's been a lot of smoke and mirrors. I'm sorry to say this, RJ. It's been a somewhat easy schedule at times, and it's been great coaching, and it's been the offense that has led this team. Defensively, they're not good. You saw that Monday night game, might have been Sunday, whatever, where the Bears just up and down the field and finished the game at the 3-yard line. Philadelphia's offense has been a struggle all year long. I wish I could say that I had more confidence in the Niners. I just think to win this game, if you're the Niners, you're probably going to have to score 24 points, and I don't know how they're going to score 24-plus points against that Eagles defense. So I would be surprised, sadly, if the Eagles didn't win this game.
All right, so a couple things here. RJ, you mentioned Ricky Pearsall. He's an important piece. He's not the most important piece. Trent Williams, most important piece of that offense. When he doesn't play over the last 5 years, they average just under 20 points. When he does play, they average over 26 points. So that's going to be a huge deal whether or not he plays. And Eagles offense, this is a troubling stat for a team that says that should be as good, that's as talented as the Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles go 3-and-out on 29% of their offensive drives.
That's brutal.
30% of their offensive drives almost 3-and-out.
Right, and you look at that team, there's no reason. Their offensive line is still good. They have multiple good receivers. They have a good tight end. They have a great running back. The quarterback is good. There's no reason their offense should be that bad.
The path, Niners get the kickoff. They score.
Oh, yeah.
Cause a 3-and-out, and now we're live.
Yeah.
Now we're live.
Do you go into that game in a frenetic mess state, or do you go in thinking, I'm probably not going to win, and then it builds as the game goes on?
Yeah, some would probably say, oh, you're just building the expectation where if they lose, you have the built-in excuse of the defense and all the injuries, and if they win, you can come in with the hammer Monday and yes, that's exactly where I'm positioning myself. This has been a great season, a lot of fun to watch. It would still really, really stink to lose to this Eagles team. So, listen. Their fans.
The Eagles defense is a problem, though.
Yeah, of course.
Really good.
Of course. Sunday night, number 2. They're the number 2 seeded Patriots. They are welcoming in the 7-seeded Chargers. Justin Herbert has been playing through that fractured hand since Week 13. Did not play last week and said his hand feels the best that it's felt since the injury. The Patriots. So, here's a stat. Average 8.7 air yards per attempt. Second most in the NFL. Makes an interesting matchup against the Chargers defense, which allows opponents a air yards of attempt of 5, which is the third lowest. So, translation, Patriots like to push the ball down the field. Chargers are excellent at preventing that. New England, top 5 in point differential, points per drive on offense, and defensive points allowed per drive. They've been exceptional all season, but still have some doubters. They've got one win over a team above 500. Patriots favored by 3.5 at home.
And that was against the Bills, that Sunday night game up in Buffalo. Listen, New England they're a good football team. They really are. They have multiple good running backs. The quarterback is playing at an MVP caliber level. They have receivers all over the place. I would actually like the Chargers in this game if their offensive line was close to being decent. It's so bad, and he takes such punishment. I find it really hard to think that New England is going to, at home, the only thing that gives you any solace is they haven't done it before. They haven't been in this position before. This is like new and uncharted territory for them. but they should win this game, right? I think Jim Harbaugh is a great coach. I think that Herbert is a terrific quarterback. But this can't hurt the narrative if they lose this game and Herbert plays fine, that he just can't win a playoff game, right? Will that crush the narrative?
For who? Herbert?
He's not going to take a
No,
big
I
hit
think
if they
Herbert.
lose this game, right?
I think that when you start doing the lists of quarterbacks that need to win in the first round this year, I think if Justin Herbert has Rashawn Slater and Joe Alt,
right,
he's at the top of that list with Josh Allen.
But I'll tell you what, if he has Rashawn Slater and Joe Alt, they're not the 7th seed, right?
No, absolutely not. But that's the reality of the situation. On top of the fact the Patriots now getting healthy, Milton Williams is back, Will Campbell's back. You can point to their soft schedule, but still, like when you watch them, like we've all watched them play, like that's a really well coached team. Drake May looks like nothing bothers this guy, man.
Nope.
Like he just goes out there and he's just making plays with his legs. He's throwing. I mean, he throws with accuracy. So, I guess my only thing as to why I would potentially take the Chargers is because I do think that the Chargers offense could have success against this defense because this defense does not put a lot of pressure on the quarterback.
Correct. But
it's a good matchup for that.
Yes, but this offensive line is so bad that even a team that doesn't put much pressure on the quarterback are they able to do it because the offensive line is just that egregious.
Yeah. Fun to watch. And the finale, Monday Night Football, 8:15, ESPN ABC. Steelers, they punched their ticket in Week 18. They're the 4 seed. They host the number 5 Texans. The Steelers' offensive line going to face their biggest challenge of the season. The pass rush tandem of Will Anderson and Danielle Hunter, 29.5 combined sacks. But Aaron Rodgers has the quickest average time to throw, aka release time of 2.6 seconds in the NFL. So that ball can and will come out quick. Texans allow the second lowest points per drive. Mike Tomlin going to have to solve that problem. If they're going to win this game, and perhaps we'll come back to his job security. DK Metcalf back off that 2-game suspension. Houston favored by 3 on the road.
I'm talking myself into circles with this game.
Yeah, me too.
You want to take Houston so bad.
I want to take Houston. I like Houston. Something's magical about Pittsburgh. The win last week, the missed field goal, Tomlin, Rodgers. I don't know. I'm making myself sick over this game. It was 2.5. I like Houston. It was 3.5. I like Pittsburgh. Now it's 3. I don't like anybody. I need the win. I don't know what to do in this game. I can't figure it out. I don't like Houston's offense. If I liked Houston's offense, I would look at this team and say, man, they can go the whole way. Like they could win the whole thing. I don't trust them. I don't trust their running game. I don't trust C.J. Stroud.
Offensive line's been a little bit better though. Recently.
It has been better, but I wouldn't sit here and tell you that it's good. I don't know. I guess if you made me pick the game, I would take Houston, but I don't feel overly confident at all. It would not shock me if Pittsburgh was to win this game.
Oh. And it's the magic of Monday night with Tomlin.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you say that. Mike
totally
Tomlin magic
freaks me out.
Okay, right. Do you take that, or do you take the fact that he's 0-6 in his last he's 0-6 against the spread in his last 6 playoff games?
Yeah, you're gonna have to pick one of them.
It's not great either.
Not great.
Every single one of these games has me petrified. Every single one.
He's in such a way.
I'm in such a bad way right now.
Do you even know what games you're taking yet?
I can talk myself into everyone and out of everyone. It's so bad.
Okay, but do you know what you're taking yet?
I have
idea.
I have a general idea, but I can literally talk myself into and out of everything between now and
when
then.
When was the last time Mike Tomlin has won a playoff game?
2000.
A decade, right?
Yeah, 16. I'll get you.
He's lost what, 6 straight now?
Yeah, it's been a decade.
I hate all of this. I hate all of this right now.
That's Around the League. Wildcard edition brought to you by Boost Mobile. Don't overpay. Get unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 a month. Forever, for life, for real. Switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, you may experience slower speeds.
I like that we luxuriated in a second segment.
That was a good job by you.
I loved it.
Way to navigate.
Yeah. I enjoyed that as well. You know what else I enjoy, Rick?
I'm hoping you're saying my reads.
That among other things, but yeah, obviously, your reads, I love them.
Oh, you're going to love this one too because it's timely. This is not about who wants some meat. This is wild card round is here. And FanDuel is turning on playoff mode. All customers get a profit boost pack every NFL playoff game day. Each game during the wild card rounds, you'll find a pack loaded with multiple profit boosts waiting for you in the app. Pick the matchups you believe in, take your shot on an upset, or build a parlay that fits the moment. Then apply your profit boost and go after even bigger payouts while the playoffs get rolling. So visit FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL, and grab your profit boost pack every NFL playoff game day. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issued is not withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions do apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467369.
Just gorgeous. Just beautiful. Oh, chef's kiss to you. That was a beautiful read. What? Mwah.
Oh, look at you. What a guy.
What a read. You know what? You really are just a tremendous talent. Thank you for all you do. Thank you.
What a teammate you are.
You really are so talented, so good. All right, let's take a break. But before we do that, we've got to tell you, on the other side, it's a frenzy. 1-800-919-3776. And it's not just a regular frenzy. It's a playoff frenzy. So anywhere you want to go, you bring it to our attention. 800-919-3776. On Twitter, at Rothenberg ESPN. YouTube, Raymond's there. We got every base covered. Frenzy next. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Hi, I'm John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates, the injury firm. You know what's interesting about the words personal injury? The first word is person. And at D'Agostino & Associates, that word means everything. That's because I handpick every person in our firm, from the pleasant professional person who answers your call to the experienced person litigating your case in court. Because every person in my firm is an extension of me, and the only way to exceed our clients' expectations is to deliver the highest level of personal service every single time. And that starts with hiring the right people. You see, we know that every client is a person too, someone going through the toughest time in their lives and deserves to be more than just a file number. At D'Agostino & Associates, we put the person back in personal injury. So call 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222 and ask for me, John D'Agostino. And let's talk about your case, person to person. D'Agostino, law, bite back.
Listen up, folks. Never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN right now to try it for free, and you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a time out to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. Right now, Pella Windows and Doors of New Jersey is offering buy one, get one 50% off and everyday 0% financing. Some restrictions may apply. See store for details. Offer ends January 31st, 2026.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ETHOS.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
in the city that never sleeps and never stops talking sports. ESPN New York is always on. Now you can live and breathe everything New York sports wherever you are. On your radio dial, on the ESPN New York app, and streaming live on YouTube. However you watch or listen, ESPN New York is always on for you. Hear us, stream us, watch us. This is ESPN New York. It's time for a frenzy. A football frenzy.
You could say that 10,000 times and it still wouldn't be enough. It fires me up, man. I love it. Say it one more time.
A football frenzy. Any team, any player, any question.
That's right. Here we go. Time for your football frenzy, the wild card edition. 1-800-919-3776 at Rothenberg ESPN on Twitter and, of course, on YouTube. Raymond will monitor that very, very closely. Rick, I know you're ready. I won't even ask. So away. I don't hear the music.
I can hear it.
Oh, there, a little bit, yeah. Away we go. Jeff Howard Beach. Jeff, you're on the frenzy. Go.
We know that Harbaugh is going to wait, but Miami's going to pick their general manager today. If they pick Chad Alexander, does that kind of lean you towards Harbaugh coming to Miami? Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be a concern, and I'm waiting on that news to come out today. If Alexander is the choice, of course, it would have to concern you if you're hoping he goes to the Giants, absolutely. And if it's not, I think you'd feel even better about him coming to the Giants. That's going to be a massive decision today, because you're not going to ultimately have the decision until at least next week.
All right, so take I mean, the Ravens are obviously out of it because they're not going to, I mean, you just got fired from the Ravens. But, I mean, where would you put Miami as far as most attractive job outside of like, hey, we're going to give you the whole organization, like
just the whole organization, and there's no state income tax? I would not.
Right, like I mean, you think Atlanta's probably
what's attractive about them? You're in a brutal division. You don't have a quarterback.
Yeah,
and worse than that, you have a quarterback who's not good, who you're going to have to pay.
Yeah, with two really good coaches and two really good quarterbacks.
So what's attractive about it?
It has to be that you're just going to have, I mean, you're going to get full control and you got a relationship with the owner.
Okay. Well, that wouldn't move the needle enough for me, but I can't make that decision. Dave in Queens. Dave, you're on the frenzy.
Given that Muji loves the trade, do you see the Jets trading out a number 2 pick to get more capital? Can you give me a percentage?
No.
No, I don't think you can trade out of 2. You need a quarterback.
I guess the only question would be if Dante Moore goes back. If Dante Moore leaves and it's just Fernando Mendoza and he goes first, now what do you do at 2?
Right.
I mean, does someone want to come up?
Then I guess you could trade out of it.
Right. Does someone want to come up?
My question would be, how much value is there for that anyway?
I think it depends on which team. I mean, like, look what Jacksonville gave up to get up. To get a player that wasn't a quarterback.
Yeah, but is there? Maybe there will be a Travis Hunter in this draft.
Well,
imagine they had him.
Hey, if it was the tackle, and you felt like, I mean, the tackle was going to go 3 to Arizona if you didn't take him at 2, and the Jets already have a left and right tackle. Do you? Yeah. I mean, does that?
Yeah, I would do that. Absolutely, I would do that. Kyle Waterford. Kyle, frenzy, go.
Cuddle, marry, trash. Better future. Texans, Chargers, Broncos.
Texans, Chargers, Broncos.
Chargers.
Ooh. Chargers marry.
Texans.
I'm gonna cuddle the Broncos. I'm gonna trash the Texans.
Yeah, I don't know if I trust.
I don't like that offense.
Yeah, but the offense. I mean, they still end up winning the division and being in not winning the division, but I mean they have won the division the last couple of years, except this year, and they've been in the playoffs and won playoff games. I just don't know if I trust the ownership in Houston as much.
I think that's fair. Neil on Twitter says Todd McShay has Tyler Shuck going number 1 in a redraft. What do you think?
No.
I could see him going 3. I would go. My personal would go Dart, Ward, Shuck.
Yeah, I would go Dart. From what I've seen so far. Ward, Shuck.
Yeah. James Lake Grove. James, frenzy, go.
Sounding like LaFleur could shake loose with a loss. Cuddle, marry, trash for the Giants. Head coach, LaFleur, Harbaugh, Stefanski.
Harbaugh,
LaFleur. I'd go Harbaugh, LaFleur, Stefanski.
I would agree across the board. 800-919-3776. Raymond, you got anything on the Twitter?
Oh, sure. Tito Rodriguez asks.
Or the YouTube, I should say.
No, the YouTube, right? If McDermott is fired, and this is assuming the Bills lose to Jacksonville, how far do the Bills have to go for McDermott to secure his job, rather?
We talked to somebody that said they had to, win games. I would think if they win tomorrow, that's enough, no? Or Sunday?
I think there's a lot of people that think whoever wins tomorrow could end up in the Super Bowl. Or they would pick that team.
But forget
to get
about
to the
that. How
Super
far? What does he need to secure his job?
It's such a tough question because we talked about this being a job that John Harbaugh could get if they lost, and then the insider in Buffalo said no, the owner loves McDermott, he's not going anywhere.
But if you win on Sunday, then odds are you're going to move on to play Denver. You could lose that game. You're going to fire him for losing a game at Denver?
No, I think it would just be one of those situations where they felt like same thing with John Harbaugh. Is you got one of the best quarterbacks in the league. A lot of people would say the best quarterback in the league at the moment, and you can't take advantage of that when there's no Mahomes, there's no Lamar Jackson, there's no Burrow. It's wide open. Like you should be able to.
I get it, but it's not. They have a really rough run. Jacksonville's a tough first round game. Denver would be a really tough game, and then on the road in New England? That'd be a hell of an accomplishment to go to the Super Bowl if you're Buffalo.
I agree with you. But again, I don't know where he sits as far as what that relationship with ownership is.
Yeah, agreed. Sean in the truck. Sean, you're on the frenzy.
Which team realistically has the best chance to upset Wild Card Weekend?
Best chance to make a big upset on Wild Card Weekend.
What do we consider an upset? We don't expect.
I'm not giving you the Packers or the Bears game, and I'm not giving you the Bills or the Jaguars game. I'm going to say the Steelers.
Steelers.
That's what I would say.
RJ is giving me no confidence in the Niners at all. He doesn't give me any confidence that the Niners have a chance.
Well, I don't think he really believes it.
I know.
Or maybe he's trying to just calm himself and his own nerves so that if it doesn't happen, he's not crushed.
I would probably agree with you with the Steelers.
Yeah. Edgar Bloomingdale. Everyday Edgar, you're on the frenzy.
After Josh Allen, which AFC QB you trust the most? Go Bills, go.
It's not Bo Nix. It's not Rodgers, not Stroud.
If you're going off what you've seen this season,
yeah, it's Drake May.
You'd probably say Drake May. He hasn't.
But you haven't seen him in the postseason yet.
Trevor Lawrence over the last 8 games has played really, really well.
Really well. I would say May would be my answer, but we have no idea. Hot Take Johnny wants to know, you think Nick Sirianni could get fired? I don't. How do you fire a guy that goes to the postseason as a home game after he won the Super Bowl?
If you think you can get Harbaugh?
You'd have to know you're going to get Harbaugh.
I would imagine that would be one of those kind of when Harbaugh sat down with ownership and they had their meeting and ownership explained to him what they wanted changed and Harbaugh said, hell no. Right? If Sirianni pushes back with, no, I like this offensive, you know what I mean? And it's no,
right.
Guy stinks.
Yeah, their offense is not good. But you can't fire. I don't know. How do you fire Sirianni?
You can do whatever you want.
You can do anything, of course.
You got what you wanted from him. You got the Super Bowl. Does it feel? Is there a better option? That's the whole argument with the Jets thing. You're not convinced. There's less confidence now, maybe none, that Aaron Glenn would figure it out.
I think there's a chance that there's 10 better options than Aaron Glenn right now for the Jets.
Right. So cut your ties.
If you feel to me, I would do it.
Right. You're as loyal as your options. If you think John Harbaugh's a better coach, and you get the sense that if you fired Sirianni, that John Harbaugh would take your job, then you fire Nick Sirianni.
Juan in Union. Juan, you're on the frenzy.
If the Bills lose in a shootout and they fire McDermott, how excited would you be, if at all, for the Giants to hire him?
I think you'd be excited to get Sean McDermott.
Yeah, I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I wouldn't be crushed. I wouldn't. I want Harbaugh.
No, I know, but he said, "How excited would you be excited?" Yeah, it would. It would be fine. That'd be
fine. It would be. I don't think I'd be excited. I'd be fine. But I'm telling you, anybody not named John Harbaugh would upset me right now. Stefanski less, maybe McDermott less as well. But I want Harbaugh. That's what I want. Ray, you got one more?
Patty Bailey asks, if you had $100 to gamble with, would you pick every road team or every home team?
I'm doing this with the spread.
Every road
right?
team.
Every road team?
Yeah. Every road team?
Yeah, let's go with the spread.
So I'd go Rams minus 10.5, Packers minus 1.5,
Bills, Niners
plus 5.5, right? Yeah, probably. I would agree. Every road team.
Road team over home.
Oh, by the way, just that Trevor Lawrence stat. Last 8 games, 15 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Yeah, he's been awesome. And how many rushing touchdowns does he have, right?
I don't have the rushing touchdowns.
A ton. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. Last hour of the week. Get you all ready for the football. Look at the college football as well. We'll do, what do we have? Oh, we have the picks at 9:30. Then we have plays of the week. A busy hour. A lot of Harbaugh talk as well. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
It's Chuck Devine with snowcountry.com. Are you looking to hire? ZipRecruiter finds the best candidate for your job fast. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/free. Ski areas nearby in very good shape, and mountains up north receive more fresh snowfalls this week. We have some changeable weather moving in, but dry windows for skiing and riding both Friday and Saturday. Shawnee Mountain and Camelback both more than 90% of their terrain in the Poconos, and Camelback has 42 snow tubing lanes, while Mountain Creek goes from all 4 peaks. All those spots are going day and night. So are Mount Peter and Thunder Ridge, both around 75% in southern New York. It's softer snow in spots with the rise in temperatures, wet packed snow and wet granular. Windham on 33 trails in the Catskills, and Bel Air's 95%. Southington, Sundown, and Mohawk, all with trail numbers in the teens. In Connecticut, they go day and night, and so does Jiminy Peak with 33 trails in the Berkshires.
You don't just ski or ride, you dominate. At Killington, we fuel your adventure. Be the beast. Ski and ride Killington.
New York Presbyterian treats more heart patients than any other hospital in New York. From common to complex conditions, our cardiologists and heart surgeons are pioneers in advanced heart care, leading the way in minimally invasive treatments for faster recovery times. Find a doctor at nyp.org/heart. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian. New York Presbyterian Hospital based on U.S. News and World Report 2025 to 2026 Cardiology, Heart, and Vascular Surgery Rankings.
Hey, this is Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson for 3.
And this is your home for New York Knicks basketball. This is 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you can put your sports IQ to work on the games you know best. It's not you against the house. It's you participating in a live market. Buy or sell your predictions all game long. Trade every play with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
Hey, football fans, picture this. You bet on your favorite player to score the first touchdown in the game, but his teammate scores instead. If this happens, BetMGM wants to give you another chance at the end zone. With BetMGM's Second Chance promotion, you'll get your stake back if your first touchdown scorer scores second instead.
Really?
That's right. Bet on any pro football player to score the first touchdown of the game. If you're right, you win. If your player scores second, you get your stake back in cash. With BetMGM's Second Chance offer, you have a chance to keep the fun going after the first player crosses the goal line.
BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York and New Jersey only. Existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards paid back in unrestricted withdrawable funds. Gambling problem? In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In New Jersey, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible: overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
Talk about stepping up. Bang! Bang!
It's time to level up your game. Introducing the all-new ESPN app. All of ESPN, all in one place. Your home for the most live sports and the best championship moments.
The electricity is palpable.
Step up your game with no annual contract required. It's the ultimate fan experience. Level up for more on the ESPN app or at stream.espn.com. Sign up now.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Jordan, Raanan were all in desperation mode for John Harbaugh.
Despite the Dolphins' pursuit, the Giants are likely to get an interview probably sometime in the middle of next week, and they want John Harbaugh pretty badly.
You get the sense, though, that the Giants are going to be willing to do whatever it takes?
I do have reservations to think that the Giants are just willing to tear down structure that they believe in. With the general manager being above the coach, they've always believed in that. I don't think anybody knows the answer to that, and I don't think they've gotten to the point where they've been faced with that decision.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
There it is. Some nice music. We come in. We get excited. 9 o'clock hour on a Friday. What are you laughing about?
Oh, no, nothing.
I love the music.
I'm just excited for the 9 o'clock hour.
Flow.
It's giddiness is what it is.
I got to tell you, man, I'm just going to be on pins and needles and on edge until this thing gets wrapped up. So it means you probably have another week plus of me being, which I guess is better than me being dead, right? Me being.
Well, no, I don't even know. I mean, it could change today for you. It sounds like.
Oh, with what the Dolphins do at GM?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because your initial comment this morning was that when you woke up, you had a couple text messages from people that you sources that you trust.
Yeah.
That said, no, not so fast with Chad Alexander getting hired.
I don't know that he's going to get the job. It doesn't sound like he's going to get the job, which would lead you to believe that they are not just absolutely all in this for John Harbaugh, doesn't it? Wouldn't it? Like, if you desperately wanted Harbaugh, wouldn't you hire his guy?
Yeah.
And kind of put the pressure on him to, look, now we got your guy.
Right. I think a lot of people pointing to the timeline as to it sounded like Mike McDaniel was safe and then he was fired, and then all of a sudden the GM search was like, okay, hey, we're going to have it's these candidates. One of the candidates, it ends up being someone that John Harbaugh has a relationship with, and oh, by the way, we'll have a decision by today, like on who the GM is going to be.
Right. So they're going to know, and it sounds like of the three guys that realistically have a chance to get the job, that he's the most unlikely of the three to get the job.
Right, unless he does get the job, and now all of a sudden Dave turns into
then sheer panic. Well, let me read you Gary Myers, who does the show every week here on the station tomorrow noon to. What time do the Rangers play? I guess after the Rangers game.
12:30
right?
pregame.
Yeah, so after the Rangers game tomorrow, Gary's going to be doing his show, and it says. This is from 10 hours ago. So from like 11 o'clock last night in that range. Things could change, but what I'm hearing now is Dolphins GM job. The favorites are Packers VP of player personnel John Eric Sullivan and 49ers Director of Scouting and Football Ops Josh Williams. If either gets the job over Chargers Assistant GM Chad Alexander, that means Miami is not prioritizing GM to entice John Harbaugh, who worked for over 15 years with Alexander in Baltimore. So that's what you want.
But, okay, let's simplify this for everybody. There is 100% chance that the owner of the Dolphins is speaking with John Harbaugh and his representation. I'm assuming that he would want John Harbaugh to be the coach, correct?
That's what you would believe, yes.
Right. So if he thinks that John Harbaugh wants to take the job, or John Harbaugh has told him that he'll take the job, then... and he wants Chad Alexander to be the GM, then Chad Alexander is going to be the GM.
Okay. So then if Chad Alexander is the GM, that would make you nervous.
Yes.
Wouldn't you think that Harbaugh would want Alexander?
Right. But unless he doesn't care, unless he likes the other two guys who he doesn't have a relationship with, or he wants a different job.
Okay. So, but you almost feel like if it's Alexander, one of two things. Either there's a handshake deal. All right, I'm going to come there, hire Alexander, or it's we're so desperate for you that we're going to do everything we can in our power to put these pieces in place that's going to make it nearly impossible for you to say no. You can have complete autonomy within the organization. We're going to hire the GM that you want.
They're not hiring Chad Alexander unless they have a verbal commitment that John Harbaugh is going to be the head coach. Like, if what Gary is saying is true, and that the two leaders in the clubhouse are the guys you just mentioned, and then all of a sudden Chad Alexander gets hired, it's because John Harbaugh is going to be the coach.
Right. So then you need to panic.
And they've gone through, and they can make the GM hire because they've already gone through that process because Chris Greer was fired during the season. They still have to check all the boxes before they hire John Harbaugh.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's got to do his interviews. He's got to interview with them. So there's a lot to be done.
But they have to do their appropriate interviews also.
Right, but like you mentioned, and you're right. But the weird thing is the Alexander thing. Like, I don't even think he had an in-person interview. I think he had only a Zoom interview for this job. I think they really fast-tracked him.
Yes, that's right.
So that's what gives you pause and hesitation and anxiety if you really want John Harbaugh with the Giants.
I think timing is the big part of it. I think that's what kind of, because the job by itself is not a more attractive job than the Giants' job.
No, the job on its own of all the jobs available is towards the bottom. I mean, you could argue the Raiders' job is more attractive than the Dolphins' job.
Yeah, I mean, with the first overall pick, it's still a ridiculous division, though.
It's a brutal division, and ownership is potentially a disaster. But it's the number one pick. So the Dolphins, not only do the Dolphins not have a quarterback, they're hindered by the fact that they owe this current quarterback, who's really not very good, a boatload of money.
Yeah, I think Archie gave us the number yesterday. I think if they, post June 1, it's 67 this year on the cap.
I believe that was the number. I'll get you.
So how could you, and then John with his text us, well, they're going to bring in Lamar, so you're going to trade draft capital, and now you're going to spend how much money on quarterbacks next year? $150 million?
Well, let's call it what it is. It's not a great situation.
It's a terrible situation.
I think anyone with any sort of logic would agree with you that is not an ideal situation. The Giants are way more appealing. Yeah. I don't think there's any argument to be had here.
Post June 1, 67 and 32. Good memory.
On top of whatever you'd have to pay, whatever you have to give up, first of all.
Right.
And then whatever it's going to cost you for Lamar.
So it just, I mean, looking at it rationally, it doesn't make sense that he would go to Miami. Now, that being said, could he have a relationship with Stephen Ross, right? We know that his brother has a close relationship. They're both Michigan guys. I guess that's possible. But if you look at it rationally, it's not a very attractive job.
No, but I think it's also what you prioritize. A lot of coaches will tell you that the number one thing they prioritize is ownership. And if you have a close personal relationship, your brother loves the guy, and and you think you're just, I think John Harbaugh probably has a certain level of confidence too that he takes over a job and he can turn things around fairly quickly, but I don't think he's going to turn the Miami Dolphins around as quickly as he could turn the Giants around.
I think the Giants they're ripe for the picking to turn around. Like, I'm not exaggerating. I mean, you can correct me if you think I'm wrong. I don't think this is me being Dave Giants fan. I think this is me being like a football observer. I think the Giants are one of those teams that could be next year's version of what the Jacksonville Jaguars were this year.
Right, but okay, here's another interesting thing though. How, if John Harbaugh does take over the team and say, let's just say, they end up moving on from Tua and there's no real clear path to a quarterback, but they get some bridge quarterback and don't have a great season, but it's okay. It's a fine season. How attractive, though, going into year 2 with John Harbaugh does a Miami Dolphins become for like a Joe Burrow if he wants to leave? Or, you know what I mean? Like Miami all of a sudden, now John, really attractive.
Really attractive. But they have to clean up their salary situation. And I guess here's the thing. Now, listen, Stephen Ross is an older man, right? He's 85 years old, so maybe he looks at this as like, I want to try to really go all in and try to win in the late stages of.
But see, that's the thing that frustrates me though about what the Giants are talking about when we had Jordan on. It's like, especially under these circumstances, where I get initially you're not ready for the kind of change that it would take because John Mara's dealing with his battle with cancer and everything else. But if I'm the owner and that's my situation, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to bring in John Harbaugh, because at least there's a feeling of, like, there's a comfort level, like if the worst happens, that my franchise is in a great spot when I'm done, when I leave.
Right, and that's your legacy, right? Because let's be fair. John Mara owning the Giants after his father passed away has not been great. It has not been great. He's not the one that put Tom Coughlin into position, so he inherited that. And look what they've been for the last decade. After Coughlin left, do you look at John Mara and say, man, and again, I think he's a wonderful guy, and what he's going through is awful. But I don't think the football side of things, you look at this and say to yourself, okay, that's an owner who has been on the ball and on point every single step of the way. I think you kind of feel the opposite.
Right, which is why when Jordan's like, well, I have my reservations because that's not how they've done things. Well, the way they've done things hasn't worked.
Right. I mean, do you want to replicate what you've done?
No, I don't. Like, I'm ready for a change, and if the right, like, I understand not being ready if you don't feel like that's the right people and you don't trust that this change is going to be worth it. But this would be one of those situations where, yeah, I mean, I got a guy that's been in a place for 18 years, has had tons of success. Like, this would be the time that I need to do it. Because there's another team that it sounds like it's going to be willing to do it.
Right. They're willing to do whatever it takes. Now, we don't know. Maybe he's fine working with Joe Schoen. Maybe he's willing to give it a year and see, and then is he the ultimate decision maker? I mean, we don't know. We don't. But that meeting's going to be real important next week, and they're going to have to really win that meeting.
Yeah, if that meeting even means anything by the time we get to it.
Yeah. Oh,
you know, like, I don't.
I'm just telling you right now, if Alexander gets the job, I mean, I can't handle what's happening now. This is not right. I'm at death's door. I had the number one pick. It's ripped away. I'm winning games I don't want to win. Now I got 2 days and I'm done with sports. I'm just streaming shows. That's it. Then Harbaugh is available. I'm going to get him. I'm not going to get him. Now I might get him. Now Alexander's going to get involved. I mean, this nobody should have to endure what I'm enduring right now.
Right. You think there's also any hesitation though? Like, I'm just reading one of Jordan's text messages that the Giants badly want John Harbaugh. I think there's different levels, right? Like, I mean, how
when
badly?
He text you that?
No, it's just one of his tweets. Sorry, it's one of his tweets. But how badly you want something is subjective, right? Like, I mean, I may say I want something badly, and you may say you want something bad. Like, for example, like you wanting to watch a Giants game on a cruise on a cruise ship. Was it a cruise ship on vacation? Where was it?
Both, but this recent one was on vacation.
Okay, but when you were on the cruise ship and you said you were going to get naked,
that was against the Eagles on a Sunday
right? Like,
night,
I could say, hey, I'm desperate to watch the Jets game. I'm willing to give you $100. Well, I'm not nearly as desperate as you because you'll give $100 plus you'll get naked and run around the cruise. You know what I mean? Like, there's different levels of desperation. So as desperate as the Giants say they are, the idea that we do things a certain way and this is how we always done them. Like, is that like for me, that could be a potential turnoff.
That would be terrible. And I'll tell you what, if it gets leaked, because we find out everything eventually. If you find out that he wanted to go to the Giants and the Giants wanted him, but he wanted to ultimately have that final say and control, and they said, no, you can't because that's not how we do things, and Joe Schoen is our guy. We promised him we would keep him. They will get absolutely dismantled in the court of public opinion with Giants fans.
Right, but I don't even necessarily mean like he has to keep Joe Schoen. Like if Joe Schoen sticks around for a year and he neuters him and then that's it, then you're on your way. But it's like just like in totality, like organizationally, this is what we do, and we're not moving off that. Like you can be in control, but there's still a certain way things get done as opposed to like having the freedom of a Miami where it's like no, like anything that we used to do doesn't matter because it's going to be all about what you want to do.
Right, and this is an organization that like, hey, get great news. We've got computers now. Like, get in the modern era. Don't play in the 60s, we would never give a coach too much power. We're not in the 60s anymore, right? I mean, it's time to give some authority. And would you rather give authority to a guy that's proven nothing in the NFL, or would you rather give the authority to a guy that has proven everything in the NFL?
Everything.
Oh, so it feels like a no-brainer. And if that stands in the way, I'm going to lose my mind. I don't know why that's funny to you.
Because you were so happy. You bubbles bubbling all over the place. And now you're dancing. And
I still feel good. I still feel confident, though. I'm just looking at worst-case scenario.
Carpe omnia. Sees everything.
You're a bad guy, Raymond. That could be ripped away by dinner time. That could be ripped away.
Then that's it. Then you should be very fortunate we don't have a show tomorrow.
I still have a show on Monday, though.
Yeah, you do. Potentially.
Let's just hope it works out for you, because I don't want him in Miami anyway.
Oh, God.
That's the worst case
scenario. Could you imagine if John is right? Could you imagine if they hire Harbaugh and bring in Lamar Jackson, and you now have to deal with Drake May, Josh Allen, and Lamar Jackson?
I will purposely buy him more Tims so he wears them more often. That's how poorly constructed I feel like his outfit was yesterday.
And knickers. Because it feels like that's kind of what he wears anyway on the bottoms. Right?
He wears very short pants that are very tight.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Tim's. It was an interesting look.
It really was. Dan in Jersey. Dan, today's going to go better than Monday went.
Good morning, Dave. Good morning, Rick. Quick question, Rick. So if you could get Trinidad Chambliss in the 3rd round of the NFL draft and he's your starting quarterback next year, do you sign up for it?
Yeah. Yeah, but I would have to have, I would have to have the right. I don't think that he's going to start day one for me.
How is if Trinidad Chambliss would be a 3rd round pick right now? I give up, man. I don't understand the whole process of how you're going to succeed in the NFL or how they analyze who's going to do what.
Well, I think there's a lot of teams. I think the well-run teams look at the amount of experience and the fact that the kid burst on the scene this year from Ferris State, where, hey, by the way, tons of success at Ferris State. I don't care what you want to say. Like, the kid had tons of success at Ferris State.
They won the national championship.
I think twice he won it at Ferris State.
But you know what they say about Ferris State. Like, they are just the power of Division II football.
But you've seen other quarterbacks come from, smaller schools. I mean, Josh Allen didn't come from a big school.
No, but it was Division I.
I understand that, but so now, like he has the success he's had at Ole Miss, big moments. He comes up big. It's just, I think the one thing I would say though, it's like, seems like a really mature kid thinking that, hey, I want to go. I want to. I need more time. I want to go back to Ole Miss.
I love him. I mean, what is he? He's got a good arm. He's very fast. He's highly mobile. He's a winner. Like look what he did last night. He kept putting his team in front. Now the defense let them down, and even at the end. They started their own, 25, and he got them to the opposing 35 in 2 plays?
Dave, here's the thing, okay? It depends on who you ask. Like, I saw something yesterday we were doing the show. Orlovsky said that I read it. I didn't hear him say it, so I don't know the exact context, but the quote on the television was that if Arch Manning came out this year, he'd be the runaway number 1 pick. How, after watching Arch Manning this year, would you say, I don't... You know what I mean? Like, Arch Manning did not have a good season.
Arch,
he got better, but he's
true. But it got monumentally better as it went along.
Right, but I mean, a runaway, like he'd be the definite number 1 pick, really?
Yeah, Orlovsky said that. I heard that.
Okay, so you heard it too.
Yeah, and then Riddick on our show said that Dante Moore would be the number 1 pick next
right,
year.
And I'm sure there's going to be teams that fall in love with Mendoza. Dable was pounding the table to take Jackson Dart with a 3rd overall pick.
Right.
I mean, you try to trade up to the 1st because you probably wanted. It sounds like Joe Schoen wanted to take Cam Ward. So
we have no idea.
It's what you like.
They have no idea.
No, it's what you like, what you're looking for. Like what's most, because I'm sure every team has a list of things that they value the most, right? Like the Colts made the decision that they valued Anthony Richardson's athleticism and his arm and his upside and the ceiling, and there are other teams that value different things, and you got to make sure that the pieces around that are the right pieces. Like, and that's not just on the field. That's not wide receivers, offensive line and all those things. It's the coaching staff. Like that. I mean, that's a huge deal for these young kids.
Of course it is.
It's the veteran quarterbacks in the locker room. That's the one thing you would point to. One of the things that you would point to that the Giants did really well.
Yeah, one of the few things, yes, because it wasn't the kicking game.
No, but the quarterback room was a really good place for Jackson Dart.
How many more wins do you think you have if the Giants had the Jets, like Aaron Glenn led kicking inspiration?
How about that special team? This is our MVP. Right. Isaiah Williams, our MVP.
I know. But I mean, the kicking game with no field goals blocked. Giants, I mean, they missed how many kicks this year?
I know. Well,
that guy missed the extra point.
You got Deontay Banks returning kicks for you guys. That's solid.
No, I know. He's actually, in all sincerity, he's not a bad kick returner.
He's not, but that's not why you That's not why you drafted
him. No, absolutely not. RJ,
hi.
How you doing?
Good.
What do you think about the show today?
Excellent.
So you think there's been a good week of shows?
I think I paid you a compliment yesterday.
He did. He paid me a really big compliment. It was so nice that it felt like it was not genuine.
Why?
I don't know. That's just me. Maybe.
You're just accustomed to negativity.
All right, I got an interesting tweet from Jeff Darlington, who's pretty plugged in Florida. Correct?
That's enough positivity.
He sent you a tweet?
No,
he sent Rick a tweet specifically. Yes,
did not say. Yeah, this is just one of his tweets.
Okay.
If Harbaugh isn't cool with the GM that the Dolphins hire, it's just not going to be a match. That's something the Dolphins are willing to accept. Yes, they're interested in Harbaugh, but the Dolphins are prioritizing the GM search over the head coaching search. That's the structure they desire.
See, I'm telling you, it's all moving towards Harbaugh with the Giants.
Everything's coming up, Dave.
Yeah, they want to hire the best GM, and if that aligns with Harbaugh when he talks to him, great. And if it doesn't, then they'll deal with that.
I hope it works out for you. I really do.
Man. RJ, anyway, you ready? You want to do the stuff that we might have missed?
Sure.
We probably didn't, but go ahead.
Now.
Walk-up three-pointer. He got it! See ya! Score! Put it in the box!
The you missed.
Yeah, you guys are great. You don't typically miss very much, but I'll do my best. So the Jets, they have a request out to Vikings passing game coordinator and defensive backs coach Durante Jones for their defensive coordinator vacancy. Jones also has an interview request from the Dallas Cowboys. This could be
fighting it out.
Yeah, pitted against each other for the same guy. Buccaneers, as we know, they're keeping Todd Bowles. They are not keeping offensive coordinator Josh Grizzard and quarterback coach Thad Lewis, cleaning house on the offensive side of the ball.
Thad Lewis, former Duke quarterback when I
remember Thad Lewis.
Yeah, nice player. The Falcons have officially put in an interview request with Matt Ryan, he of CBS, who plans to keep that job, by the way. He's made it known.
No.
Which is interesting.
No, he can't. They said he won't.
Why? If Tom Brady can keep his job.
No, we talked about this the other day.
I understand. I remember.
Today. He can't. He can't get that job with Atlanta.
It's still fishy to me. It's still fishy.
Listen, he wants to do both. Colts, their GM, Chris Ballard, says that Indianapolis would definitely like Daniel Jones back next season, despite that season-ending injury he suffered. And for this weekend, Rome Odunze, the Bears, off that foot injury, he has missed the past 5 games. He is expected to play against the Packers. Boy, game of the season last night, Miami and Ole Miss. Miami's going to the national championship, which is in their home stadium in Miami. And Carson Beck delivered big-time moment on a big-time stage, ran in the game-winning touchdown to, most importantly, avoid overtime so we could all go to bed, but also send the Ole Miss Rebels home for the winter. What a season they had.
Did you see that you could buy 75 tickets for the game last night for the price 2 tickets would cost tonight?
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Probably tonight's
Nice.
game is a massive ticket, and last night's was not.
Well, you mentioned tonight. Jets fans will have a close eye on it. Dante Moore in action. It's Oregon. It's Indiana. That game can be seen on ESPN, ESPN2. You can hear it on 1050 AM ESPN and on the ESPN New York app. Kickoff is at 7:30.
Who do you think, guys? Who do you think wins?
I think Indiana.
I think Indiana wins.
Too.
Yeah, it's Indiana, I think.
That's the kiss of death.
Oregon
I don't feel that confident.
Oregon's got it.
I don't feel that confident, but yeah.
I'll say Oregon then, just to make so that we can be right.
I will not.
Is there a path, in your guys' opinion, where Dante Moore comes out and Oregon does not win the national championship?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think if Dante Moore plays really well tonight and they lose, I think you have a good chance of him.
So you do not buy into the narrative of avoiding the Jets in any way?
No, I think that there's a better chance. I think that if he lights it up, I think he might go 1.
Yeah.
And the Jets get Fernando?
No, I don't think he'll avoid the Jets.
I don't think so.
I'm not saying it's an
He'd
impossibility.
be smart too.
I
don't think so either. I don't think so either. Well, next year's quarterback class, I mean, we can play this game. It's dangerous. Very populated.
Yeah, it looks on paper like it's going to be a better quarterback class than this one.
I heard yesterday a draft analyst say it could be the best quarterback class ever. I mean,
how can you say that though?
Well,
wasn't this year's class supposed to
be
be that?
83 class? How could you? Come on.
Yeah,
what are we doing?
83, the Eli class. But I think based in quantity, there are 7 quarterbacks that could go in the first round. I mean, probably won't happen. But
I think that's a bit high, no?
Listen, I agree. Someone you'll find in this year's draft, that would be Arvell Reese, stud linebacker out of Ohio State, officially declares for the NFL draft. Desmond Williams Jr., he's the quarterback who was leaving Washington, then going back, then leaving again. He's going
back, right?
He's going back. He's going back, a.k.a. they were able to hammer out some money, so good for them. And Oklahoma is nearing a deal to bring in Jason Witten as their tight ends coach.
They've already got DeMarco Murray. It's great.
Putting it back together.
He's not going to wind up back on Monday Night Football.
RJ, question.
Why do you do that?
A question.
That was mean.
You said Desmond.
Yes. Oh, Demond.
Demond.
Sorry.
Demond.
I'm sorry.
Making sure.
Demond.
And you know what? I do that, and all of a sudden I'm Dillinger. He does that, and it's like, oh, Rick, thanks for paying.
I was just making sure I
It's
didn't
Demond.
see it wrong.
No, you're right.
No, you know what?
No, you're right. It's Demond. It's important to get names correct.
Especially around here.
Sabres. Things are happening. Things are happening. One for the 12th time in 13 games. Unfortunately, comes at the expense of the Rangers.
Don't you have to say it like that.
Any verbal abuse at the game last night?
No. That one. Well, I'll tell you,
It's interesting you bring that up.
I'll tell you why I did not. I was actually surrounded by some Sabres fans, and actually sitting next to me was a gentleman named Mike from Long Island and his wife, who won tickets from us.
Really?
Yeah, at the holiday party. So that was fun. They're very upset.
And they were Sabres fans?
No, well, his wife was. She's from Buffalo. He's a Rangers fan. They're very, very upset they missed Ray because they went to the bathroom during the first intermission. Ray popped down to say hello, and then Ray left, and they came back 30 seconds later.
Ray's a massive attraction at the Garden.
Apparently so.
I get that sense. Yeah, I get that sense. Wearing a really nice suit, gray suit, too. He looks the part, just big time. Like, Ray comes down, and he comes to my road and he's talking to me, and you could just tell people, like, the aura around him. People kind of...
I'm sure that, like
who's that
people
guy?
nudging each other, like, hey.
Yeah, it's Ray.
Yeah.
I don't think that's happening.
Okay.
I don't believe that for 1
When's
second.
the first person that walks up to Ray and asks him to be after hearing the show today, like, hey, Ray,
would you carry
to be
my
a surrogate?
What would it take? Just name a number for you to carry the baby.
I need them to start throwing out the numbers. I'm not going to put a number.
He doesn't have the anatomy to carry the baby.
I love that Ray's like,
Listen.
I'm not bringing up numbers. If you want to throw numbers, you throw numbers.
No, I'm saying, listen, I'll take the money. And it's like, oh, yeah, well, by the way, I'm not actually physically able to do this. So you have to go elsewhere.
As far as you know.
We can get you a uterus.
Predators edge out the Islanders 2-1 in a shootout. Evgeny Malkin scores his return back from injury. Penguins win a 6th straight game, 4-1 over the Devils. Yankees agree to terms with a bunch of players that were arbitration eligible. That includes David Bednar, Jose Caballero, Jazz Chisholm, Fernando Cruz, Camilo Duvall, Luis Ciel, Anthony Volpe, and Jake Bird. Not agreeing to arbitration, Tarek Skubal, I don't blame him, and the Tigers, they will head to arbitration, which...
Well, they're not even close.
Yeah. Well, no. I mean, I don't
I think they're like, $13 million apart.
Yeah,
I think he asked for 32. They offered him 19.
He's going
Correct.
So it's going to be 2 years of the Tigers telling us how bad he is. It's great.
Feels like you either got to pay him this year and move on, because next year, the 2027 season...
Yeah, forget it.
Yeah. Giannis yesterday said there's, quote, never a chance he would demand a trade. We will see on that.
But if they traded him...
Yeah, would he welcome that?
Yeah. And men's college hoops. Number 16, Illinois smashed Rutgers, 88-55. Season not going well for Rutgers.
Not good.
Poor Dan Gross. That's it.
That's nice. Well done by you. Coming up next, it's a dogfight. It's our picks. I'm ready to go.
By
Raymond,
the way,
he's a hot mess.
Woof, woof. By the way, I just saw, it looks like Miami's going to make $23 million for getting to the national championship game.
And I saw, you know what I saw also? They get all of it.
Yep.
For some reason, they're not sharing it with the conference.
Well, ACC made that decision. So they get all 20, and then they get $3 million for travel expenses, but the game's in Miami.
Well,
it's their own stadium.
It's
their own stadium.
I think that was part of. I think that was part of the way that they kept some of those ACC teams from trying to bribe their way out. Like Miami, Florida State, like they wanted out. They still do, I think.
$3 million to not even travel.
Gas is expensive.
Oh yeah, real expensive. All right, if they wound up in God knows where, $3 million feels like a lot of money. No.
Yeah, well, they got a lot of people to travel
to the Rose Bowl. That wouldn't be a lot of money.
$3 million, it's nice, yeah, but they're incentivizing.
Boy,
inflation times are
and
tough.
remember what was it like a month ago? They don't deserve to go anywhere near the playoff, and now they're in the national championship game. All right, let's break. Come back. Picks. I'm ready. Raymond he's in his own head. It's DNR with you because he's so worried about the baby right here on ESPN New York. All right, one final time this week. Here she is, Debbie Duhame.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. Have a fantastic weekend, and good luck to the Giants trying to get John Harbaugh. Let's see what's happening right now. Good luck on the roads as you head to the eastbound belt. Getting into Springfield Boulevard, it's an accident slowing you down. Watch for slowdowns on the Van Wyck South bumper to bumper through Liberty Ave with construction, and the southbound Clearview at the LIE, an accident blocking 2 lanes. Meadowbrook North at the Southern State, a collision. Alternate side in effect. Traffic sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance. Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports, coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org. I'm Debbie Duhame, 880 ESPN, New York.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
That's ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
The wild card round is here, and FanDuel is turning on playoff mode. All customers get a profit boost pack every NFL playoff game day. Each game day, during the wild card round, you'll find a pack loaded with multiple profit boosts waiting for you in the app. Pick the matchups you believe in, take your shot on an upset, or build a parlay that fits the moment, then apply your profit boost and go after even bigger payouts while the playoffs get rolling. So visit FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL. Grab your profit boost pack every NFL playoff game day. Each game day, during the wild card round, you'll find a pack loaded with multiple profit boosts waiting for you in the app. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. Often required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions do apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467369.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever, meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets, so go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you could put your knowledge to work on the events that matter to you. Prediction Markets isn't just sports. It's the Fed rate decision, your favorite awards show, and so much more beyond the playing field. Trade events with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
Progressive presents the Passionate Sports Fan Checklist. Signed jersey of your favorite bench warmer? Check. 14 bobbleheads that look nothing like the players they're emulating? Check. Twin TVs so you can watch the game on 2 different networks simultaneously? Check. Life-size wall sticker of your favorite player that routinely freaks you out at night? Check. A second life-size wall sticker so after the first one freaks you out, you see the second and you're like, oh right, the wall stickers. Check and mate. Bundle your renters and auto insurance with Progressive and save on protection for the things on your checklist. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers not available in all states or situations covered subject to policy terms.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
New York Presbyterian treats more heart patients than any other hospital in New York. From common to complex conditions, our cardiologists and heart surgeons are pioneers in advanced heart care, leading the way in minimally invasive treatments for faster recovery times. Find a doctor at nyp.org/heart. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian. New York Presbyterian Hospital based on U.S. News and World Report 2025 to 2026 Cardiology, Heart, and Vascular Surgery rankings.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Here we are now. Here we are. You ready for the picks? You control the board. You ready?
I control the board. I'm ready.
All right. Raymond, fire it up, please.
NFL picks.
I'm going to go with the Chiefs and lay the net of
DNR.
All right, RJ. I know you have the standings right in front of you. If you could, let us know what's happening.
Well, here's where we find ourselves. There's a couple different races shaking out right now. I find myself without the magic I once had when we left for the vacation. I'm 29 and 25. Rick has picked up a couple of games on me. He's 27-23 and 4. Raymond, 23 and 31. 2 games back of Raymond is Dave, 21 and 33.
It was 4 last week. It's 2 now. The race is tightening. Rick, you control the board.
All right.
What would you like?
So I'm going to do Ray a favor because I feel like Ray's in his head, right? I think he needs to take a deep breath. He needs to relax?
No. If you're trying to delay me, I think you're going to make it worse. So I may as well. I
love you, and I think you'd be an excellent mother.
And he wants you to win. And by the way, I concur. Great mom.
I want you to go first.
All right, we'll take it. We'll start on Saturday. We'll go to Chicago. Here's the thing about it.
No one has ever said it less confident.
Here's the thing about it. I agree Chicago's not really played that great lately.
Oh, yes.
Green Bay's not played that great lately either. And that defense is kind of decimated. I have visions of when Dallas went to Chicago way early in the season, and Trayvon Diggs just got absolutely obliterated. No, guess who's playing corner for the Packers and starting in this game? Trayvon Diggs. Yeah. The line's Green Bay. The line is Green Bay -1.5. I just think Chicago's going to win outright. There will be a turnover. Jordan Love will throw a pick
of course,
or two.
Ray. You're not taking the game to win by the one. You think they're going to win outright.
I just give me the Bears. Long story short, just give me the Bears.
Okay.
That pick right there.
I'm trying to
convince the saddest
myself.
pick I've ever heard.
That was the free refrills pick.
I'm so broken right now. We'll do a Sunday matchup.
No refrills.
We'll go to a Sunday matchup. By the way, this is all your fault because all this started when you started yelling about me and RJ making the same picks, and that's exactly where I could pinpoint things going south. Can't even speak.
Yeah, he was grasping for straws when he did that. He threw us into a blender. So something worked, Dave. You finally found a way.
Blend away. Go ahead.
Chargers and Patriots. All right, I won't give you a long spiel on this one. I just don't. You know how I feel about Justin Herbert. You know how I feel about the Chargers as a whole. They're decimated. I do believe the Patriots cover that 3.5, so give me New England -3.5. Monday Night Football. Texans at Steelers.
I love you so much.
Everything.
Pathetic.
Why?
I've never loved you more than I love you right now in this moment.
Why?
Because this is just listening to you try to maneuver your way through this is one of my favorite things.
I don't think it's that bad. I don't think. Listen, it's bad. I'm in my own head, but I think I've done way worse than this. Texans and Steelers. Listen, everything that you've brought up with the stats with Mike Tomlin on Monday Night Football, it makes me want to go in that direction, but I just can't do it. I don't see Pittsburgh getting much done offensively. Give me the Texans to cover -3.
Nice.
So, give me the Bears. Give me the Patriots. Give me the Texans.
so much confidence. You can hear just
uplifting.
it's just oozing. All right, next up, let's go with someone who's actually coming off a strong week. Should have been 3-0, 2-1, nipping at Raymond's heels. This is the matchup that we're all dying to see play out. Let's go with Dave next.
So it's funny when he started discussing the Packers and the Bears. I was like, oh man, we're going to agree. Fortunately for me, we don't. You mentioned it earlier. They played twice. Green Bay should have won both those games. They did not. I don't trust that Bears defense at all. And quite frankly, I don't know that I trust Caleb Williams all that much either. I'll take the Packers. I'll lay the 1.5. There's a lot of rumblings that LaFleur could be out, so there's a ton to play for. In addition to it even being a playoff game, I have confidence in this game. I'll take Green Bay minus the 1.5. This next game, I'm so torn because I'm taking the team that I don't want to win, and I'll go to Sunday at 1 o'clock. Bills at the Jaguars. I love Josh Allen. I want to see Buffalo win the game, but I don't think they will. I get a home crowd, and tickets are expensive down in Jacksonville this week. They're going to be frenetic. I get a terrific quarterback in Trevor Lawrence. I get a great run defense. I get the better team in Jacksonville, and I get points. I don't like it because I wanted to root for Buffalo, but I'll take Jacksonville plus the 1.5. And finally, I'll go to Monday night. You can take Houston. The defense is great. I don't trust them. I don't trust the offense. Aaron Rodgers gets rid of the ball quicker than almost anybody in the NFL, so that might slow down that rush a little bit. I know they don't have a ton of weapons, but they have more weapons this week with a rested and fresh DK Metcalf. And I'm not betting against Mike Tomlin in this spot. I'll take the Steelers plus the 3. So to recap, I'll take the Packers minus the 1.5 in a game I'll be watching on a phone propped up against a water glass at a restaurant. I will take the Jaguars plus the 1.5, and I'll take the Steelers plus the 3.
I don't like that at all.
You don't like my picks?
No, I don't like that. I like your pick. I don't like that. I like your picks at all.
Oh.
Let's go with RJ next.
Alrighty. This is the pick I feel best about. Probably the only pick I'd feel fairly confident in. I love the Jags getting points. I have a lot of Bills friends. I have an affection towards the Bills. I have a lot of fear for how this game could go for them. Give me the Jags plus the 1.5. Next, I'm not a Justin Herbert hater, but I do have something about these Patriots that I really like. They're minus 3.5 at home. I will take New England. Close game. Line's about right, but I will take New England. And finally, I also go to Monday night. Dave, you said you just don't trust the Texans. Specifically the offense. I do. I like Houston. I love this defense. I love D'Amico Ryans. Give me Houston minus 3.
Wow.
Okay. All right.
All right. Well, here we go. I don't love the fact that I like Dave's picks just because Dave right now is currently in last place. But Dave is seeing the board really well, so that does give me some confidence. Ray, not so much. So here's where I'll start. I went back and forth with this pick. I almost stayed away from the game because I think the best player left in the AFC is probably Josh Allen. But the game is in Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence has played really good football. So I'm going to do it. I don't love it, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to go with the Jaguars, and I'll also take the 1.5. My second pick, I am going to go to a little place. And again, I don't love this, but, and the reason I don't love it is because Dave loves it. I'm gonna also take the Packers, and I'll lay the 1.5. I just watching these two teams play, and I know the Packers, it's tough to judge right now just because of Jordan Love's injury. They haven't played great football, but you watched the Bears play last week against Detroit and what Detroit's offense was able to do against that defense. If the Packers can find a way to not turn the football over, they should have won the second game against the Bears. They've actually picked that game, got lucky. They don't retrieve the onside kick. So give me the Packers minus the 1.5. And with my final pick, the final pick of Wild Card Weekend, I am going to take the Houston Texans.
Everyone's taking Houston.
Texans minus the 3.
Wow.
So I got Jaguars plus the 1.5. Packers minus the
1.5.
Minus the 1.5, and I'll take the Texans minus the 3.
Okay. And there you have it. That's our picks. Signed, sealed, and delivered. I feel good. I feel confident going into this week.
Want to make any proclamations? Take money out the bank?
No, don't, please.
I don't.
Please. We share picks. Do not make any proclamations.
I don't want. I'm not doing it.
So,
Thank you.
Tell me how good you feel about them.
So the storyline is there. Dave is 2 back of Ray, and you are opposed on 2 games.
If I can have the Packers win on Saturday night, I put all the pressure on Raymond.
Which the players on those teams will, which the Steelers,
they're going to feel it.
Texans will feel.
Yeah. You tell me that Ryans and Stroud won't feel. Oh, they'll feel it.
Could you imagine? Think about this for a second, though. We already have Harbaugh available. Could you imagine if the Jaguars win and convincingly win? This isn't like a last. When I say convincing, I mean it's like this is not like a final possession. Buffalo's up, Josh Allen's off the field, and the Jaguars go down and kick a long game-winning field goal because their kickers are stud. I'm talking about like this is a touchdown win or whatever it is for Jacksonville. And Buffalo doesn't look good. And then Mike Tomlin on Monday night gets beat up by Houston, and you got McDermott and Tomlin and Harbaugh all available.
What about if Chicago wins?
And LaFleur.
Yeah, right.
This could be the greatest. This could be the greatest crop of coaches.
If all those coaches,
how about Tomlin to Buffalo?
Oh, see, that would be one. See that there could be a situation where you think going in that I'll take a year off and do some TV, and then something like that pops up, and it's like, nah. I go hang with Josh Allen for a minute.
It's too good. Also, Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, it's Tully time. 7:30 tonight, Indiana, Oregon, in the second semifinal of the college football playoff. And you can hear that right here on 1050 a.m. and on the ESPN New York app. Also, 7:30, the Nets host the Clippers. And 9 o'clock, the Knicks, a nice late one for Raymond, are in Phoenix to take on the Suns. That's Game Time, brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. Let's take a break, come back, and Raymond has got them all ready to go. The plays of the week. It's DNR with you on ESPN New York.
Hi, this is John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates, the injury firm. I've talked about how a construction accident took my father's leg. The heavy prosthetic he wore looked nothing like the high-tech limbs we have today. It was crude wood and metal, held together by bolts that dug into his skin and left painful ulcers. But the thing I remember about my dad is how he never complained. He put on his prosthetic leg and he went to work. He coached my baseball teams, danced, sang karaoke, and even loved to travel. He may have limped, but he always held his head up high and he lived with dignity. At D'Agostino & Associates, I spent over 35 years building a law firm that helps accident victims and those in need of their Social Security disability benefits. We fight till our clients get the money and dignity they deserve. So call us today at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. We have offices throughout New York and New Jersey. So don't tell me personal injuries aren't personal. I know what they can cost a family. I've been there, and I'll be there for you. D'Agostino Law. Bite back.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Presented by Robinhood.
He crosses, spins, pulls up.
With Robinhood Prediction Markets, buy or sell your predictions all game long. No house odds, just you versus the market. Put your sports IQ to work. Trade every shot, block, steal, run, and moment that shifts the game. With Robinhood Prediction Markets, trade every play. Visit Robinhood.com/predict to start trading. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever, meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets, so go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope. It's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA Store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
It's Friday then. It's
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Great week of shows, but it ends on a real high note. Raymond, hello.
Hi.
What's wrong with you?
I'm broken.
I love him.
I'm broken right now.
I love him. Are you pregnant?
No.
You're very moody.
I'm just broken.
Do you want peanut butter?
Can
I get your muffin?
RJ, can you send me at some point this week, the weekend, Ray's making his picks just so I can smile if I'm feeling down this weekend?
Oh, that's
You're a bad guy.
No,
You're a
I like
bad guy.
I like
You
your
like
picks.
my
Plays of the week, everybody. Plays of the week.
Raymond, guess what we're going to get into on the other side?
Are the plays
I want you to guess. And specifically the
Knicks of the week.
That's right. You're good. You win a prize today.
And plays of the week and my misery are brought to you by ZipRecruiter.
Your misery is sponsored?
Speaking of misery, I mean, yours misery because the Giants had finally beaten the Cowboys this week. You got a victory over Dak Prescott. I don't know why you're so angry.
I can't be left to decisions today because I'll drive us right off the road. You got multiple airbags, the whole thing. You will be the decision maker. You'll be like my Magic 8 Ball. Can you be my Magic 8 Ball?
I'll be your 8 Ball.
Yeah. You got mean emails from people.
Stop crying, Dave. You sound like a little bee. Go listen to Sirius. Go listen to something that's just, it's not as in-depth as we can give you, Mark.
Well, you're a whiny bee, okay?
Well, that may be true.
That's a better question for Dave, like not being great at your job and still getting contract extensions. That's probably a better
Oh,
question for
really?
Dave.
That's nice. Speaking of still getting paid for jobs I haven't done in years.
But you know who saved Monday? Happy birthday, Djibouti Dan.
I went to Florence, got a nice beefsteak a la Florentina. Best steak I've ever had in my life.
Nobody cares.
All right.
I want to hear
So,
about Dan's
I'm
trip to
miserable.
Italy.
I might get a steak of Florentina.
I'll start talking to the Giants.
No. We got nothing but time, Dan. Tell us about the great steak Florentina when you were in Italy.
Had to get Dave out of this doldrums. Get him singing.
What do you want me to do? Sing and dance?
No.
You'll be great. You'll be swell. You'll be swell. You'll be great.
He'll throw in a limerick.
Wait, what, a limerick?
No, it's just like, I mean,
There once was a man from Nantucket.
No. Stay away from that one.
He's like the eunuch from Game of Thrones.
I've never seen that show, but I don't think that was a compliment.
It was not a compliment. Well, more good news for you because Joe Shane's coming back. He may get an extension. He may not. Listen, he stubbed his toe a couple times.
Stubbed the toe?
Stubbed it.
Stubbed it.
Stub, that's it. Little
You
stub.
didn't stub it.
Lights were off. Boop. Stub.
No, that's not a stub.
Yep.
No. That a stub is like, oh, it's a oop. It's a hiccup. It's like the foot has gangrene and has to be removed from the ankle down.
Yeah.
And now you get one of those robotic foot.
You were very upset at my gift, my Christmas gift from Jake Aspen.
With your Cowboys crap on.
This was a gift.
A gift from who? The devil?
From the Ass Man.
Wait, the Ass Man buys you presents?
This is the first present I've ever gotten from him.
Like your sugar daddy?
Not just me.
RJ, did the Ass Man buy you a present?
It's funny you ask. He did, actually.
Oh, Anthony got something.
You got something too?
Anthony says, I got a Rangers one.
You get a quarter zip.
Yeah,
You
you get a quarter zip.
Not Dave, though.
I got nothing.
You see
I got crap.
But you know what? It all changed on Wednesday because the big news came out. John Harbaugh was let go by the Ravens.
Imagine John Harbaugh in a New York Giants baseball hat on your sideline.
On the sideline.
Just feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah. Can I keep my eyes closed for a while?
Dave is back.
I'm coming back.
Yes.
You can feel it bubbling.
Yeah,
It's bubbling.
You know who else is back? Our own Rick DiPietro, who's never met a line he wouldn't cross.
You ever have your cramp up when you puke?
What is
I mean,
We got to draw a line somewhere. The line has to be drawn.
You can't say that? No. My perineum, it cramps up.
It's not perineum.
Yes, it is.
You know what the problem is, Dave? You feed into this.
It smells like caulk in here.
No.
No.
And I can't say what I said.
No.
And I can't say what I said.
And there's yesterday, dishwasher gate.
RJ's such a kiss ass, too, by the way. It's unbelievable.
Why?
Just emptying dishwashers with his little chest puffed out. I emptied it. Look at me. My hydration packets. Look at me.
RJ gets back.
Am I playing the game, or is it worse than you being busted for playing the game when never actually playing the game? Did he actually put the pot in, or is this just another thing we can't fact check?
No, I really did that.
We don't know.
Just like I really emptied the dishwasher, you animals. You know who you are? You're the person that's sprinkling the pubic hair in the urinal. That's you.
Whatever. There's Reed's done.
The Islanders visit the Predators in Nashville. Speaking of Predators, I'll let you do your read in a moment.
And let's transition to today real quick because you've got
Ray, you want some of this meat?
And this weird fascination with which one of us can handle a pregnancy.
Ray's schedule and his lifestyle are already so demanding. I mean, throw pregnancy in there. He can handle it.
I might die. Nah, I can't handle it.
Yeah, sure.
Well, why am I not even in consideration for this?
Well, you are. You're second.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know that Dave could do it. The hormone monster would run rampant with Dave.
Could you imagine that?
And Rick doesn't believe RJ can do it.
RJ's got real narrow hips, though. I mean, I don't know if he can push anything out of there. I don't think those hips open up properly.
You don't know what I do.
You know what RJ can do.
I would have pounded the table and said, this is a pillar of our
when
community.
I found out he moved.
How dare you accuse him?
Your Buffalo Sabres win last night. You're at the game. You had your T-shirt on, and you're just nothing today. No, you got no spunk.
I got all kinds of spunk.
Not really. How was the game last night?
It was a great time.
Yeah, he's got all of it for you, and we'll bring it all next week for you. That's Plays of the Week, powered by ZipRecruiter. When you're hiring, never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter. Try ZipRecruiter for free right now at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
That's well done. Great job by everybody. It's Rule 76.
And then you got to get the robotic foot. No excuses playing a champion. It's DiPietro Rothenberg and
John Harbaugh. We need you, and we want you. And we'll see you next week.
Right here on ESPN New York and on YouTube.
Shut your mouth.
The wild card round is here, and FanDuel is turning on playoff mode. All customers get a profit boost pack every NFL playoff game day. Each game day during the